wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie. And make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
There's what is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers. It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 322 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can find. Not just here on YouTube. You can find us on Google, Spotify, Amazon. Even though they got problems right now. They're giving up billions of dollars. But yeah, you can still get us. You can still get us. They're giving up billions of dollars, but they're also giving us up too. And you can also get us on Apple and anywhere good podcasts may be found, or someplace. I don't know. Carter, what's going on?
I got a question.
Oh, I like questions.
I got a question, and it's in regards to what we are going to be talking about today with more Marvel versus DC comic stuff and just Marvel and DC comic stuff in general. I saw a question online this week. Since we're a year into the absolute stuff, we're about to be in 2 years with the ultimate stuff. But there was a question because of absolute evil that dropped this week. The question was, what book was better? Was it the Ultimates 1 year in #1, or was it Absolute Evil #1?
That's a good question.
And I saw a lot of people with their reasons for why they thought this was good, their reasons for why they thought this looked good. But I want to know yours, but I want to tell the people mine, and then the people, you all can put how you all feel about it in the comments and into the live chat right now with Entertain Me, No, Mailman, Zyrism, Jerome, Irv Sweet, DJ Gameboy, Jason Davis, Triple Dot, all of y'all, Extra, Beat Master. I don't want to know what your master of beating, but I just want to know, what did you all think was better? What did you all think Ultimates Universe's 1 year in was better, or was Absolute Evil better? If you're asking Carter what he thought, I'll say the same thing I said online, which there were some people that agreed and there were some people that disagreed. I think Ultimate Universe may have etched this one out. Reason being, and I'm not saying that one was bad and one was better. What I'm saying is, I think Ultimate Universe's 1 year in by Denis Camp did it better. Or not did it better. I want to say I like that one more because
you like the promise. You like the promise of it more.
Well, no. If you remember that issue, and we're getting basically like the last will and testament of Nick Fury. He's gonna try to do one good thing and then wipe out everybody in the process to try to give these people a chance, only for him to realize that this ain't the first time you've done this, big dog. So that reveal of it reminded me of Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes sequel with Moriarty, where we have Sherlock Holmes doing his little inner monologue with all the Guy Ritchie quick flicks and shit like that. And then you just have Moriarty go, "Come now, you think you're the only one who can play this game?" And then he starts doing it. That Nick Fury reveal of, "No, you've betrayed us plenty of times. This is nothing new." That was a gut punch in that issue, and that was a really nice way to incorporate Nick Fury's LMDs, the life model decoys, into it as well. That we just mop you the fuck up and then we just get a new one. That was rough to read,
bro.
Other end of the spectrum with Absolute Evil this week. Spoilers for Absolute Evil this week.
Cover your ears, darling.
I appreciate everybody that was in the Discord that was spoiler tagging everything. I do appreciate you all actually using those the correct way. But
Yes.
for Absolute Evil, even though that was a good single issue, just like Ultimate Universe's 1 Year In was a good single issue, there wasn't a real gut punch in Absolute Evil. Absolute Evil made me more excited, which I think even though it was a great issue, it made me more excited for every other book in the line.
Okay.
As opposed to just making me feel so bad and just catching me completely off guard with the Nick Fury reveal in the Ultimates.
Right.
To Absolute Evil just being, oh, bruh, all these other books are about to face a level of pain that they have never felt before when this absolute Justice League started raining down on them. That's why I think Ultimate Universe was better, but Absolute Evil still did. Or Ultimate Universe is better, but Absolute Evil still did its job because now I'm scared for Wonder Woman. I'm scared for Flash. I'm scared for Martian Manhunter. I'm scared for Green Lantern because they already got to deal with shit. I feel so bad for Bruce. Bruce just can't win right now. So that's how I feel about it. But I wanted to know what you felt about it. Ernest, who do you think did it better?
I'm gonna just say I liked Absolute Evil better. And kind of for the same reasons you were talking about, like okay, so I went in Absolute Evil kind of being like, oh, okay, it'll be something fun. But I was like, man, Al, where's this Al been? Where's this Al been? What's going on? I was like, what the fuck is happening? I said, Al done waited till he done got to DC to decide he remember how to write a good book? Ain't this about a bitch? Bruh, I was like, what is it? Because I was like, Absolute Green Lantern.
Go big time.
Right?
I was you was trying to rest on your laurels and just coast. What was this Al Ewing at for 2 volumes of Venom?
I was like, wait a minute, because I was like, look, Absolute Green Lantern been cooking. I was like, this been cooking. The Absolute Evil is cooking. I was like, goddamn, because I said, man, Al Ewing, I was like, you know what it is? It kind of reminded me of what Bendis was doing when he was getting ready to go to DC. Like he was just saving it. Only it just didn't work out quite as well for Bendis when he finally got to DC. Like, it's like Al, because he wasn't saving nothing. He was just like, nah, I'm just doing my thing. But no, Al Ewing was like, it's like that motherfucker was in the chamber. That motherfucker was just in the chamber, just with the little oxygen mask on. And he was just like he's like, all right, he's like,
you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You said Bendis was. It was just like he was saving. Imagine saving Event Leviathan. Imagine that's what you say. Imagine saving Checkmate. Come on, bro.
Well, I mean, that Young Justice was hidden. That Young Justice and that Naomi was hidden. I give him that.
Okay. Right,
but no, I really liked Absolute Evil. There's a video that's gonna be coming out for it soon. I got I some of you who follow me on Threads, you probably saw my post about how, and I'll just show it to you because I want y'all to I want y'all to fully understand that I meant what I said and I said what I said, and I will not be added about it. But wait, hold on. Why is my? Oh, I think I know why. Okay, never mind. I know why. Okay, let's see if it'll. Is it not one to? Oh wow, my little steamy, my little stream deck is acting up. That's crazy. I see why. Because it needs to be updated. That's why. It's always something. It's always something. I don't know if it'll actually let me do it because we're live right now, and a lot of times it's usually dependent on me like having OBS turned off. So if it tells me I gotta turn OBS off, it just ain't happening. We're just gonna do this shit old school. We're gonna do this shit old school till until further notice. Yeah, do not close application. Thank you. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, just cancel that shit. Yeah, cancel that shit. Yep. Yep, we just doing this shit old school. We doing it old school today. Sorry, apologies. Okay. So that means this is gonna be kind of a low tech job today, but basically here we'll just do it like this. Bam, there you go. But I say yeah, not gonna hold you. Go see Yote got his hooks in a nigga. Y'all might not get an video from me for a while till I get this monkey off my back. So yeah, that is what you can that's what y'all can expect from me. But yeah, there will be a video coming up for it. But as far as like what I liked, why I liked it a little bit more than the Ultimate Universe joint, I felt like it was the promise. It was the promise of things to come. That Joker monologue was like amazing. It just was great. And then also when you like kind of match it up against like, also I love how Al Ewing kind of set the tone for at least in terms of how I feel about the Absolute Universe. Because did you know, I don't know if you caught this, Carter, but did you notice how they talked about like each of the different heroes and how like, oh, this hero is doing this, blah, 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 and all this other shit is popping up. But notice how they did Martian Manhunter. They're like, yeah, and there's just some other motherfucker over here doing some wild shit. We don't talk, we ain't talking about that. And then they just kind of kept it pushing. I was like, that's my guy. I was like, that's me. That's me. He did that for me. And then they said, Martian Manhunter, get on up out of here. We ain't talking about him. However, I do want to say that I think that in terms of like, what it was able to pull off, I feel like, it got me excited for the Absolute Justice League because, for one, I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting that Justice League reveal like at all. Like,
was not.
It was never even like. Like I knew at some point they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do like because you got Batman, you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman, you got Flash, you got Green Lantern, and now you got fucking Martian Manhunter. I was like, okay, of course, eventually they're gonna do a fucking Absolute Justice League. Why wouldn't they? It makes too much fucking sense not to do it.
Yeah, of course.
DC likes money. They love money. If you think them Absolute books are flying off the shelves, getting 8, 10, 20, 30, 40 reprints, imagine what Absolute Justice League is gonna do. And then they like, nah, big time. This ain't your daddy's Justice League.
It was the 1-2 punch that did it for me. Even though I still feel like I forgot Ultimate, it was that 1-2 punch of it's the Justice League, and then that next page when it pans out to them being in the Hall of Justice, I'm like, oh my,
bruh. I was like, see, and I don't even want to. I was like, bruh. I'm like, what are we doing?
Because nobody been thinking about it. What's the main thing that people have been talking about? Because ain't nobody thought about the Justice League. You just knew it was gonna come down the line. One thing that's been on everybody's mouth was like the Legion shit. What'd you say?
Yeah, no. Elite X once was said something. I was thinking it in my head, but like they pulled a Thunderbolts.
They pulled a Thunderbolts on us.
They pulled a Thunderbolts, and not just talking about the MCU Thunderbolts. They pulled a Thunderbolts #1 on us. They Baron fucking Zemo'd us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It almost looks like you know what's coming because Joker's sitting there talking about injustice. So it's like, okay, they're gonna do the Legion. Wait, huh?
It's like, oh, psych.
What? Man. But again, that was such a cool misdirect. And like I was saying, the Legion has been on everyone's mind because of the Superman book and Superboy Prime.
Oh, yeah.
So you ain't Justice League been the furthest from your mind. So just to see this as a lot of the stuff that they've been doing, dude, it has been cool. Even when it's not absolute, because like if you read Batman this week, even if you were reading it prior to where we got, I still cannot wrap my head around Commissioner Vandal Savage. I cannot,
bro. I'm not gonna hold you, that, bro. Matt Fraction kind of cooking right now. Matt Fraction Batman is kind of because look, the fact that Vandal Savage, the commissioner, is out here. Got this man out here. Couldn't handle the Legends of Tomorrow, but he out here handling Batman ass. Ain't this about a bitch?
Yeah. So okay, Primo, he's saying that Absolute Justice League got all the scumbag villains on the roster. I will disrespectfully disagree with you. Because when you say scumbag villains, I'm thinking about villains that could easily be cleaned up. I'm talking about your Captain Boomerangs. I'm talking about your or Captain Colds or whatever. This Absolute Justice League got hitters, big dog.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Hitters where we haven't even seen their full just
potential.
anything yet.
Well,
bro.
because Joker is off the chain, but like we haven't really seen him do anything. We've just seen him talk, and
I thought they were gonna show it when he was having that monologue. It seemed like he was them eyes and shit.
They
like,
were
ooh.
make you wonder.
Yeah.
Make you wonder. I mean,
But yeah,
it's
that
good shit.
It is. It really is. And I liked when they were describing when you brought up they were describing Martian Manhunter, and that's just some shit that's going on. I like when they talked about each character, and then they went to the stuff that happened with Black Mask and Batman, and he didn't do it.
Yeah,
because he knows him. He knows him.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, bro, this is gonna be.
Also, dude,
Lord.
you know what I love? I love the fact that because and this is something that I kind of go into in the video, but but I love how the premise for the Absolute Universe was that this was supposed to be a world that didn't have any heroes until now. Like there were no heroes. But they kind of slick pull a Justice Society on you, and it's like, actually, there were heroes, but they either got paid off, they got killed, or got ran off into fucking obscurity. They never fucking mobilized. They never actually like banded together to fight crime. It was just like, we kept the motherfuckers divided and conquered. And it's like, and I want, and obviously that's kind of the premise for why we're gonna wind up getting that an actual banding together of like Batman, Superman, Sons. I think I don't remember who said it, but I saw someone say something about the Absolutes. If they call it that shit, I will fucking holler. Wait a minute, and this right here, I think I missed this the other day, but infamous Mike Manhattan, because I forgot to go back to it. Did I hear about Youngblood #1 with the 27 variant covers? I heard about that shit. I'm not buying that bullshit. For one, because fuck Rob Liefeld, but also because there's a better Youngblood at Image Comics right now, and it's called Blood Squad 7. Fuck Youngblood. Right now, Blood Squad 7 is out Youngblooding Youngblood. And I don't know why why are they bringing back Youngblood? It's like y'all went through all that trouble to like create Blood Squad 7 and have like a better version of Youngblood, like actually using Youngblood continuity, and y'all gonna bring this bullshit back that nobody was asking for Rob Liefeld to come back to Youngblood.
You know what I think
nobody was.
I think it's because you gotta look at who's over Image. You got your Tiger Fingers, you got your Vestries, you got your fiendish Eric Larson's around there. So I think with that being Rob Liefeld and him being in that group, that's just the homie. So we gonna do right by the homie, and we know that the homie gonna sell. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is. That's the only
thing that makes sense.
Way I could see that. Yeah, that's the only conceivable thing I could figure out. Because who want that? Like it's very the mind. Yeah, it's very the minority wants that, and the minority is like maybe 20, 30 goddamn people, maybe 40.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not a thing for me. Because here's, you know what? If you would have told me they were bringing back Youngblood, but it was going to be somebody else writing it, somebody else drawing it, fine, whatever. But this motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Okay, Carter, have you ever... Did you ever read Youngblood back in the day? Like, did you ever like pay it any attention? That shit was ass.
You just made me remember. So you remember, because you may have done this for Cersei. You remember the Scholastic book fairs?
Yeah.
So when I was getting Animorphs, they would have a comic you would get for free that had like ads for other books you could order. It was Youngblood.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's my thing for Youngblood. I didn't even think about the only reason Youngblood came to mind was because of Local Man. When I was reading that,
Yeah.
that's literally the only reason. And then right behind that statement, they brought up Blood Squad 7 in there.
Well, okay. So thank you. So, okay. Look, don't get me wrong. Was Youngblood cool looking?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Youngblood was cool looking.
Yeah.
Was Youngblood actually a good comic? No.
You know what? I'm gonna say it like
Was
this.
bad.
I'm gonna leave it. See if you got anything else to say, or if we're moving on. I think Youngblood is one of those cases. I think Youngblood is just like Savage Dragon. Just let them have their little thing over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like he not bothering nobody. Just go let him play in that little corner of the yard with the ants and the stick. Like just let him go.
Well,
let him be over there.
Like I remember when Youngblood first came out, and I thought, like, when I was a kid, yeah, did I think it was cool? I thought it was cool. But
you didn't know no better back then.
I didn't know no better.
You have grown up and you got some sense.
I'm an
your
adult
culture.
now.
What's that word that somebody tried to say to me, and I almost like, well, I didn't tip them when they said it. Seasoned. You're seasoned, Ernie.
There you go.
I don't know how much MSG is in you, but you're seasoned.
Yeah. I
So-
got some goddamn sense now.
Yeah, exactly. So
I got some
yeah,
goddamn sense now.
You're a little bit more knowledgeable about how
Yeah.
things are working around.
Real quick too, I do want to because we got some super chats in here. I kind of want to hit real quick before we really kind of dig into it.
Okay.
And also no, they cannot get us on Xbox Game Pass. They cannot get us on Xbox Game Pass. I denied it. I blocked the deal. We were actually offered a deal by Microsoft to be on Xbox Game Pass, but when they raised the prices by 50%, I said no, thank you. I was like, no, thank you. No, that's good. I'm good. But we got a couple of super chats. This one I'm not gonna be able to show. But we got one from Nomadic Chaos. It says, so with Null and Hela teaming up for a future event down the line, how cooked do you think Mary Jane and Venom are? Because I'm sorry, but Null is gonna rock them in their shit like they owe him rent. I mean, Carter, did you check out the most recent
I did
issue of Venom?
I did, and I saw a lot of people saying that they're trying to make the Marvel Rivals shit canon because apparently, that's something that's going on in Marvel Rivals. I haven't kept up with Marvel Rivals like this, so I don't know. But I don't like that Null is being brought back. I feel like it's brought back because, I mean, you need something to sell this Venom book. You know what I mean? And that's a fucked up thing to say because it has fantastic art, but I don't care about anything that's going on in that goddamn book.
I mean,
And then, you know what's funny? Venom and Absolute Evil came out this week by the same brother, and the level of quality could not be any further.
Dude, the gap is wide. The gap is wide.
I was on heavy sedatives when he was doing that goddamn film. I'm gonna let the art tell the story.
Wow,
Goodness.
dude. Al Ewing being the Sydney Sweeney of Marvel Comics is nasty work. That's crazy. Like, just motherfucker just narcoleptic over at Marvel. That motherfucker came over to DC and acting a goddamn fool.
I'm not gonna allow you, for our live studio audience, I'm not gonna allow you to put the mental image of Al Ewing head on Sydney Sweeney body. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. I will not allow you to do that.
I'm just saying, man. That's I mean, it's all looks and no and nothing else. That's all it is. I'll keep it a buck with you. I personally, I don't care about the Hela and Null stuff because, for one, I'm not playing Marvel Rivals, and for two, I don't think Null should be coming back willy nilly. Like, it's kind of the same way I felt about Gore the God Butcher. Like, when I think they tried to bring back Gore the God Butcher like a couple of times after, like, that the God Bomb and all the other shit. And I was like, let
He was in fucking Storm not too long ago.
yeah, he was in Storm just recently. Dead to motherfucker still, but you know, because you notice who was behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Century dead ass. But yeah, they're all showing up. Like I'm just okay. So this is brand synergy, is what this is. This is basically brand synergy, because we just had Marvel Zombies, because that's basically what they were. They were basically like Marvel Zombies style undead characters. And then you've also got the whole Marvel Rivals thing with like Null and Hela, so on and so forth. I just look at this point, I'm like this.
Yeah.
If they're doing this for the normie crowd who only knows about Marvel because of Marvel Rivals, cool, do that shit. Or you're doing this for the MCU crowd because you're hoping that they watch Marvel Zombies and are gonna go rush and buy them books that got some zombies on them, cool, that's fine. But here's the thing, I don't need it.
Don't make Null Marvel's Batman Who Laughs. Don't do that.
Please don't do that. Please don't.
Don't do that.
And you know what?
Don't do that.
And it kind of mirrors a conversation I recently had with Ed Brisson, because we were talking about Thundercats, and
Did I catch that?
well, I mean, to be fair, I want more people to watch that conversation, but also me and Ed actually talked about that. We actually talked about like how sometimes characters can overstay their welcome. I was asking him like, are they planning to do something with Apex? Because Apex is that brand new character that they got, is kind of hitting right now. But like, I was like, are y'all gonna wear Apex's welcome out? He was like, no, we're not. He's like, we're not trying to do that. And I was like, okay, cool. I said, because y'all got some goddamn sense. It's like, hey, Apex. Oh, y'all really like Apex? Here's Apex. Here's wall-to-wall Apex. Y'all still like Apex? Y'all still like Apex? That's what DC did with the Batman Who Laughs. They're like, oh man, y'all really want more Batman? Here's more. Here, you want another book with Bat? Hey, we'll give him his own series. We'll give him his own series. Y'all want to read? We're gonna make him the main Justice League villain. We're gonna give him another event. We're gonna put this motherfucker in everything. You're gonna be, you'll have so much Batman Who Laughs, you won't even know what to spend your money on. And
you gonna get so much Batman Who Laughs, you don't even want to laugh no more.
Right? It's like at this point now, I'm actually glad there's a Joker who doesn't laugh at all. I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad.
let's bring it back to Marvel real quick. You brought up something I don't think I ever asked you. Did you finish Marvel Zombies?
Oh, the show? Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it. But I will say this. I don't know why they split that shit up into 4 episodes. That shit could have just been like a little movie, just all in one little thing.
But I saw people were pissed at the ending. But then I saw an interview with Zeb Wells and someone else, and their response was it was beautiful, actually. Because apparently people were pissed off. Spoilers for Marvel Zombies, if you actually care about Marvel Zombies like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you cared about it, you'd have watched it by now.
Basically, people were pissed that it ended on such a sad, gloomy note, to which Zeb Wells responded, have you not seen a zombie movie before?
What the fuck is... Okay, first off, has anyone ever actually read Marvel Zombies?
Not even... Because one of the things he brought up was like, have y'all not seen Night of the Living Dead? Have y'all not seen Dawn of the Dead? All of them... He said they wanted it to be just like that. So that's why it ends the way that it does. All zombie movies end like that. And you being the horror dude, I wanted to ask...
Man, see, this is why y'all don't deserve shit. This is why y'all don't deserve shit. I say this shit all the time. What did I say? What did I say when they came out with that dumbass fucking Avengers versus Alien shit? I said, y'all are up here clapping like fucking seals because y'all think this shit's gonna be lit, but it ain't gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be. I was like, and then when it happened, when it ended up being ass, I saw a lot of y'all acting surprised. I was like, because here's the thing. Horror is not happy. There are very few horror movies that end with a happy ending. And even when they do end with a happy ending, there's always the looming thought of, well, but shit, these motherfuckers are gonna need therapy like a motherfucker. These motherfuckers are never okay, you know how they say like, oh, we're back in the old fairy tale days. Oh, well, they're gonna, and they lived happily ever after. That's what some of these motherfuckers are acting like horror is supposed to be like. Oh, they beat the bad guys and everything is right as rain again. Yee.
Oh, Gavin is okay. Gavin just said something. Somebody needs to show them The Mist if they think these are bummer endings. Do you know, fun fact for all of you all that have seen it, do you know I refuse to watch anything from that dude because of The Mist?
Right?
I won't watch nothing that man does.
Well,
ever since I had to sit there and watch that goddamn movie because of that ending. But I want.
Well, I mean, look at what C. Roush just said. Also, it did end on a happy note for the zombies. I'm just saying, dude. What right here? The haunting doesn't end when the credits roll. Exactly. Yeah. It keeps fucking going.
Okay, you said something real quick. You said something. Some of y'all don't deserve this. Since you brought up you playing Ghost of Yote,
yeah.
Have you seen this video making the rounds of this dude who was calling the game ass because he was stuck? Because apparently something you have to do in Ghost of Yote is like putting a puzzle piece or something on the map to open up the map more or something. Oh,
well, yeah. So basically, so what it is it's a map patch. And you have to, so you can see kind of a vague idea of what the map piece is, and you have to line it up with what the rest of the map looks like. It's not hard.
It was on Threads as well because dude was flaming him, but it's also on Twitter of making the rounds of this guy calling the game ass because he could not figure out where the piece went, and he just started mashing X all over the map until it connected somewhere.
See, this is what I say. Okay, look. Just like how sometimes natural selection is not just in the wild. Sometimes it's on the internet. There's natural selection on the internet. And I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you guys. Man, there's a lot of people out there who would not make it to the next phase. Like if this was if in the grand blue lock of life, there's some of these motherfuckers ain't making it to the next round of the blue lock. Okay. And I'm sorry, but No Child Left Behind my ass. There's some children who need to be, they clearly should have been left behind at some point because
from Blerd Without Fear, he said y'all need to take the long walk and stop walking.
Right? Look, your ankle start like, ugh, oh, my ankle. Can y'all wait? Nah, man, we can't wait, man. We got to keep walking. It just here's the thing. These motherfuckers don't know what they want. And this is why I actually said this on Nerds of Culture the other day. I think, and I'm not just talking, when I say Marvel and DC, I'm not just talking about the movies. I'm talking about the comics too. I think that, and really, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone needs to stop trying to cater to every single fucking fan. You can't do it. It's fucking impossible. Let people tell the stories that they want to tell and stop trying to go back and then be like, well, they didn't like it that we did this one thing because do you know how fucking nasty Marvel Zombies would have been if they would have tested that shit with audiences and then people came out saying, well, I really don't like how dour of an ending it was. This wasn't happy. There was no sunshine or puppy dogs or rainbows. And then Marvel actually went back and was like, hey, can we have a happier ending? People,
Spider-Man saved everybody.
You're right. Like Spider-Man shows up and somehow against all odds, he has the cure and he is able to just through webs and the power of friendship is able to spread the cure across the world.
Spider-Man. It was not Spider-Man. It was Paul with web shooters.
I was like, "Jay, what the fuck is this?"
That webs will make y'all respect Paul. God damn it.
Oh, also, I think that, good storytelling.
Yes.
Good storytelling is lost on a certain factor of people. There's a certain cohort of people where good storytelling is never going to make sense to them, and these will and here is the paradox. It's always going to be people who will look you dead ass in the eye and try and tell you someone doesn't know how to tell a good story. It's always going to be those, so-and-so doesn't know how to write. So-and-so doesn't know how to tell a good story. But these will be, at the same time, the same people who wouldn't know good storytelling if it jumped up, slapped them in the mouth, and knocked all their teeth out.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. But you know what? I'm going to tell you what I do not hate.
What's that?
I'm going to tell you what I do not hate. I do not hate Marvel Cosmic Invasion, because we got a super chat from Levesso the Samurai asking about it. I actually did take the time to play it. Also, funny story for those who do not know. If you have a Steam Deck and you want to play the demo, but you don't want to play it at your computer, you want to play it on Steam Deck, it's going to tell you that it's unsupported. No, it's very supported. If you play the demo on your Steam Deck, it plays perfectly, in my opinion.
And Gavin, it is a demo, but I had to tell Ernie because I was gonna see if maybe he wanted to record us so y'all can stop asking him about streaming. Y'all might get a Cosmic Invasion demo. The demo, Gavin, is online co-op.
Yes.
For everybody who don't know, it's online co-op as well.
Yes, it sure fuck is. And you know what? I will say this. Storm's kind of busted. I'll just go ahead and say that.
People up them goddamn tornadoes, boy. As soon as I realized you could just hold the button, I didn't know she could fly.
Oh yeah, no, so check this out. Someone knocked me in one of them little holes on the little helicarrier, and I panicked and just hit double tapped A, and then she was like, and I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I can be a scumbag. And no, there is couch co-op, but there's also online co-op. There's both.
Yes. Look, yeah, I for whatever reason I turned into Stack when he heard old boy playing the goddamn guitar. That was me playing with Storm.
That's what reminded me of something I got to look out for this week, and this is for everybody who was a fan of the Sinners soundtrack. Both the original score and the soundtrack are coming out on vinyl this month.
Oh, and shit! Yeah, okay, got you.
The score is going to be a brown vinyl, and the soundtrack is going to be a blue and red vinyl for Smoke and Stack. So you all be on the lookout for that. You just reminded me of that because I want to get that vinyl. So
because that soundtrack was hidden, man. Sure was hidden.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the demo. It was great. And you know what I was really happy about?
What's that?
Because I think I told you did I tell you how I felt about that Power Rangers?
You told me not to buy it because it sucks.
Yeah, that Power Rangers was some booty. It was some booty. It was some cheeks. And here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I under normal circumstances am perfectly fine and dandy with with side scroller beat 'em ups. I fucking love them. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. I love the fucking Scott Pilgrim. I'm actually so glad they're bringing back Scott Pilgrim again. That's gonna get played. That's gonna get picked up regardless. That ain't no question. Ain't no question about it. However, whoever made that Power Rangers game, they need their ass beat. Because it is the actual core gameplay when you're not in the Megazord, I think is fine. I think that part of the gameplay is perfectly fine and dandy. Except for how hard it is to fight some of the bosses. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, dude, like it's almost too punishing. But what is really not fun about that game is the fucking Megazord shit. I fucking hate playing the fucking Megazord parts. How did you make the Megazord not fun? You made the Megazord feel like a fucking chore. Like it's like I was like, I don't like that shit. But Ninja the what was it Shredder's Revenge, that shit was heat, and you can tell that it's the same studio working on Cosmic Invasion. They're like, no. We understand the assignment. We know what y'all fucking want. So yeah. Yeah, no, Elite X1, you are not incorrect. The G.I. Joe. I want to see something. Actually, who made that G.I. Joe side scroller?
I know they're doing a He-Man one. I know they're doing G.I. Joe. There was one that I think
is it the same dev?
I don't know, but I know that there's also a beat 'em up coming out based on the Phantom.
Wait, hold up. Excuse me.
We finna whoop wholesale ass with Billy Zane, big dog.
Oh,
Phantom.
God, what? What?
I did see some footage of that. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Hey,
like, okay, I was excited for the He-Man game, but now you got me scared. Who the fuck made this? So Maple Powered Games made GI or no Indie dot wait who the fuck? Well, no, it says no. Okay, that's the publisher's Indie.io. Okay, so I need to see who made the Power Rangers.
I ain't gonna hold you, Mike Manhattan. If they came out with a Shadow beat 'em up, I will whoop wholesale ass with Alec Baldwin.
Oh no!
Please believe.
I will beat the brakes. I will beat the brakes.
Who used to watch that movie nonstop? I had the action figure. You go, hey.
I still go back and play it. I still go back and play it. Yeah, because I was watching. I was watching it the other day. Shit. Where is Okay, here we go. Okay, so it was not the same studio that made the whoever made the G.I. Joe game. It was a different studio, so at least we got that. Okay. What I want to see is who the fuck is making that He-Man game, because if anyone connected to that G.I. Joe, if anyone connected to that G.I. Joe game is connected to either whether it's the G.I. Joe or Power Rangers, if whoever it is, if they're connected to that fucking He-Man game, I am not fucking with it. I am not touching that shit with a fucking 10-foot fucking pole. Okay, just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. So it looks like okay, this is somebody else. Okay, we good. We safe. Yeah. Crisis averted. Ain't nobody. We ain't got to worry about nothing. But I tell you what, this is what they should have done. Instead of making just a Phantom game, they should have made a game where you can get the Phantom, you can get the Shadow, you can get all them old ass like pulp heroes in one game and just beat some asses. That would have been amazing. But no, that said, I personally would like to maybe we might be able to mess with that cosmic. We might be able to mess with that cosmic invasion or something like that. I'm not against that. Because I mean, it was. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I actually can't wait to get my hands on the full game. Yeah. Because of how fun it was, and to the shock of no one, because Shredder's Revenge was chef's kiss. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the Spirit. I forgot about the Spirit. Yeah, get all of them. Get all of them in there. Get all those.
Are you sure? You were talking about that not too long ago. How bad that movie was.
Oh, that movie was ass. That movie was ass. But that game will at least be something entertaining. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Get get the Rocketeer. Get all the motherfuckers in there in one game. Yeah, get all of them. Man, get all of them. Yeah.
Since we talked about all this old stuff, you going back a while. Have you caught up on Captain Planet? I did not know issue 5 came out.
Yeah, actually, I got issue 6 in the thing.
See what he does. Y'all see what he does.
Goddamn!
I just saw at the shop this week. Oh boy, I'm like 4 or 5 issues ahead of you. Sit down. Like you.
No, just one. It was just one. Just one issue. Just one issue.
See, I can't even ask him about a comic where the 5th issue just came out this week because he already on issue 12. You see the kind of shit I have to deal with.
Well, you might not get that for that much longer because DC might be mad at me. DC might be mad at me.
We'll talk about that
Um,
after the show. But
yeah.
I saw that with Captain Planet.
Wait, hold
they
on,
did-
hold on real quick. So, wait, whose mic is low?
Whose mic is low?
Because I'm about to say I hear Carter perfectly. So
I don't see it. I don't know whose mic is low.
I'm about to say
You just came in. It might be your volume, big time.
I mean, maybe. Because I'm about to say my shit is unchanged from normal.
Yeah, I hear you both just. Yeah, that might be your volume. Big
Yeah,
dog.
you might. Yeah, it might turn your shit up a little bit.
But everybody that don't, I didn't realize that it only took them 4 issues, and we already got nasty ass Captain Pollution showing up. It looks so gross.
You know what I really love is
What's that?
So this is what I love. I love that I asked David whether or not he was gonna fuck around and do anything with Captain Pollution, like back before the series actually came out, and that motherfucker held them cards close to the chest because he was like, "Well, we're not really worried about Captain Pollution right now," and like we ain't even 5 issues deep, and that motherfucker had already showed up.
Like, what they did with him was cool because the old cartoon, it's just Captain Planet, but we gonna go to the volume and we gonna use that tint and we gonna turn him up the nozzle.
Turn it another way.
But in the comic, he looks so gross with the boils and shit all on him. He got the full Namor outfit. Oh, he got the Namor draws with the shirt to go with it and shit.
Oh
it
yeah,
just look nasty, bro.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Boils, but still got muscles. That is gross, sir.
Look, he's a tarnished. He's tarnished.
Oh no, boy, no. The tarnished, they still levels above Captain Pollution. Them downtown LA tarnished, they look, boy. This is he in a whole. Captain Pollution still in the D League compared to the downtown LA.
Damn. I'm sorry.
This is a comic book show. I swear to God.
Oh, I swear it is. By the way, what's up, everybody that's coming in? That sorry, I'm a coffee bitch today.
Kaled incarnate.
Man,
you never been downtown LA, boy.
Woo!
You said we're gonna be talking about Marvel versus DC.
Yeah. So
just answer me this question before you start.
Okay.
I want to see if I'm right. When you say that we're gonna get more Marvel versus DC news, are you saying we're gonna be seeing more logo? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. I fucking hate amalgam. I swear to God I do. By the way, so for me, I'm excited for this. So this is actually going to be kind of a 2-prong attack here. So basically we are going to be getting it's not going to be the way a lot of y'all are thinking. It's not going to be the way a lot of y'all are probably thinking. So of course Deadpool and Batman made all the money because to the shock of no one, it made all the money. And I think it's getting multiple reprints most likely. I haven't really been keeping up entirely with it, but I'd be shocked if it was not getting multiple reprints. Because it was that good. It did everything that it needed to do, as far as I'm concerned. I think it actually kind of brought back some people that might have been lapsed comics readers, and some people who maybe don't even read comics at all. But because that was kind of a thing when the original Marvel DC crossover, whatever, when it came out, there were lots of people who did not read comics or had not read comics in a while who came back to comics because they were like, oh shit, it's happening. Well, now we know that we're getting Batman and Deadpool very soon, which is going to be the DC Comics release, just like how the Deadpool Batman was the Marvel one.
And that's going to be Grant Morrison pen. So
yes, I I think they're going to do a good job. I think they're going to do a good job because, okay. I think in the grand scheme of things, I think that Grant does a good job writing Batman, except for that Rest in Peace story arc. That Rest in Peace story arc was cheeks, but I think they do a good job everywhere else with Batman. I don't think I've ever seen Grant Morrison write Deadpool before, so that's gonna be what's gonna be the interesting part. That's the part. That's the part where I'm a little concerned.
I've never read Grant Morrison trying to be funny, so I don't know how to feel. Only thing my mind went to was maybe his Doom Patrol had the lulls in it. I don't know.
You know what? Let's put that theory to the test. Let's put that theory to the test. I'm looking this up now.
If I see Rec Rap anywhere in this fucking comic, I will not read it.
I'm looking at the bibliography. I'm looking at their bibliography right here.
Yeah.
And my God, it's a very long bibliography because this motherfucker has been in the game for a minute. Let's go to. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see something here.
You laughing, but I'm so fucking serious. If I see Rec Rap interacting with any kind of a DC character, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not reading that comic. If I'm flipping through and I see Rec Rap talking to fucking Kilowog or somebody,
it's a wrap.
I will not read that comic. I will not.
Okay, I tell you what.
Especially how bad Kilowog caught it this week.
Oh my. Oh yeah, man. So here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say for Grant Morrison's career when it comes to Marvel Comics side of things, like Marvel Comics characters or characters that are kind of in a similar wheelhouse. I didn't realize that they hadn't written as much for Marvel as they had done for DC, till literally just looking at it, looking at the totality of their bibliography. But I will say they do have some experience writing characters like Spider-Man and stuff like that. So, which they did for Marvel UK. I'm here for it, and also by virtue of the fact that they've written for Doom Patrol and various other DC stuff. I mean, you kind of end up writing some zany characters in that regard.
Doom Patrol, Animal Man. So that's the only thing my mind went to. So I'm like, okay, he may have some stroke when it comes to the kooky characters. I just hope he doesn't. I hope he's able to carry the baton from how Zeb Wells is doing Deadpool and just keep running with it. I don't want to see him do a well-written Batman because he's been there before, and then somebody just gave him a Daniel Way book of Deadpool stories and he just ran with that. Because I can tell you right now, yuck. I just hope they do it right by him. I just hope.
I think. I personally think that I think they're going to do a good job. And Gavin did bring up Flex Mentallo. That is a Grant Morrison. That's a Grant Morrison special right there. So yeah, when you put it like I said, thinking about like Doom Patrol and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I didn't
know you did.
Yeah, Flex. That was okay. Yeah, honestly, the Doom Patrol TV show. It ate very heavily off of Grant Morrison's plate. A lot of the so case in point, the character Flex Mentallo was created or co-created by Grant Morrison, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Danny the Street. I think Danny the if I might be misremembering some shit. But I'm almost positive that Grant Morrison is one of the co-creators of Danny the Street, and a lot of the shit that was in Doom Patrol. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know if Grant Morrison got a bag for Doom Patrol, but if they did not, I would be very be sad for Grant
Okay.
Morrison. But yeah, that said, I forgot about that. I forgot that. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh shit! Yeah, Happy. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah.
Happy was kind of a zany, crazy ass thing, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but
Oh,
that,
yeah, that is one.
but that was one of that was one of his. That was one of theirs.
Yeah,
That was
that's
one of
fair.
theirs.
That's
So
fair.
so yeah,
That is-
I can see it. I can see it. The real question for me is going to be what is going to be in the backups of that of that Batman Deadpool book, because I think as we kind of talked about last week, while the main story for Deadpool Batman was great, it was the backup stories that were really kind of like carrying doing the heavy lifting.
Absolutely. Even with that atrocious Frank Miller story,
oh
the
my
other
God.
stories were still good enough to where they were able to drag that nasty, whack,
Yes.
horrible, atrocious,
Gas-
garbanzo, parta basura story
oh,
to the
yes.
finish line. So I'm wondering if maybe they learned their lesson from that story and we won't get anything like that, which is just more of a
Well, because
kind of story.
like right here, we got teases of Rogue, like Savage Land Rogue, and big. I don't know if and I want to make something clear. I'm not saying these are going to be stories that are going to be in it, but just saying that like some of the variants have been indicative of what stories we can expect to see. So like if there is a Big Barda and Savage Land Rogue story, I'm in. If there is a Storm Wonder Woman story, I'm in. If there is a Scarlet Witch and Zatanna story, which I don't know why there wouldn't be, I am in. I don't know why they got Emma Frost and Catwoman on a cover together when it should be Black Cat and Catwoman, but that's another story altogether. We'll talk about that later. And if it's going to be Wolverine, Laura Kinney, and Nightwing in a story together, I'm here for it because it makes sense. If you're going to have a Batman Wolverine your backup story, because I mean that makes sense because the whole like the whole Dark Claw thing or whatever the fuck. Why not have a story where the side, or I don't want to say sidekicks because it's so dismissive because these characters have moved on to become their own thing, but like the legacy of those characters teaming up in a book, it makes sense. It like honestly at this point, this is fiduciary malfeasance. This is fiduciary malfeasance if we are not putting Constantine and Doctor Strange in the same room with each other. That we're not putting Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel in the same room with one another. Why are we not doing this? This is literally a license to print money. This is a license to print money.
Looking at that Batman and Wolverine cover, I got a thought. And I wonder how many people this is gonna upset. With their book being put on hiatus, what if there was a Batman story in this book that wasn't just Batman Deadpool? What if it was a story from Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee? That the reason they book is getting delayed because they had to do this shit here.
Oh my god! Oh, yeah, that's right. Because Hush ain't done yet, right?
It is not.
Hush to it. Wow. No, get that shit up out of my face.
Bro, that's why y'all book delayed? A one shot?
God damn, they fucked you up that bad, huh, Jim? They fucked you up that bad. They got you. God damn. But no,
oh man.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with this. Now, as I kind of stated before, we're gonna be getting more. But now I will say there's a little bit of a preface here. So what you may not know is that what they're doing is they're going back to the well with a Superman, a Superman and Spider-Man. Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. They're kind of going back to that well. Some of y'all may or may not remember it, but this is going to be something a little bit different than what you guys might be used to. It's not going to be the exact same thing. Some of you may or may not remember this. This was a story arc. This came out I think they're saying this is the 50th anniversary of such. which is wild to think about, actually. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, the idea of, Superman and Spider-Man kind of sharing space, sometimes people forget about that sort of stuff. But basically what they're going to be doing is they're actually going to just be re-releasing Superman and Amazing Spider-Man. Basically what they're going to be doing on January the 7th. January the 7th, they're going to be releasing a Treasury Edition 50th anniversary of Superman and the Amazing Spider-Man #1 is going to be a reprint that is going to later be followed by a DC and Marvel Presents Superman and Spider-Man Treasury edition. If you can,
if you don't know what a Treasury Edition is,
it's here. Let me give you the let's give him the Carter cam. There we go. Let's give him the Carter cam right there. Yeah, it's gonna be a big ass book.
Edition. Yeah, just to give you a size comparison, here this bad boy is next to Bitterroot.
It's gonna be a yeah. Here, let me give you the cam back. See. Yeah, look how
size comparison to the Treasury Edition.
Right,
there you go.
That is huge. I tell you, it's bigger than the Local Man book you got right next to you. But yeah, they're gonna be doing this. It's gonna be a it's gonna be interesting to see how what they do with this, because like I said, it's gonna be kind of setting the table for a lot of shit. And right now, they're also gonna have 2 new one shots that are gonna be coming out in April. So we realize that we're talking about like Treasury editions and fucking I think there are going to be we're talking about Treasury editions like in facsimile editions, stuff like that, but that isn't the only thing you're going to be getting. You are actually going to be getting a new crossover set of one shots, and basically it's going to be kind of done the same way they're doing with the Deadpool Batman stuff. It says this spring DC and Marvel will launch 2 new one shots spotlighting the legendary duo. DC takes the lead in March with Superman Spider-Man #1, followed by Marvel's Spider-Man Superman #1 in April. While creative teams and story details have yet to be revealed, both issues promise fresh, original stories that honor the legacy of these cultural icons while charting new ground. And right now, with just that statement alone, Gavin, motherfucker, if you doing anything for this shit, you better say something. You better blink. You better blink, goddammit. Blink, goddammit.
Okay.
Snitch.
2 things. Just going with the Marvel and DC of it all. Something I saw in my shop this week when I was having a conversation with somebody because they were asking me about they were trying to figure out what we were going to be talking about this week. Did you know that Spider-Boy is back on comic book shelves this week for some reason? The Amalgam Pete Ross was on shelves this week. But what I just sent you, Ernie, was
why?
Don't ask no questions. I could say that's why. But what I just sent you was another variant they're coming out with for Batman Deadpool by John Tyler Christopher, which I'm pretty sure you are going to buy when you see this variant.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm buying this. This is a whole I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see this because look, let me make something incredibly clear to y'all. And I'm not bullshitting when I say this. So to tell you how much of a Wonder Woman Captain Marvel household this is, I can't wait to show this to Cynthia. Because that's her. That's her shit right there, and that's my shit too. Because you know me, look, I stan a muscle mommy. Okay. Now we got 2 of them right next to each other. 2 S-tier white women next to each other. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some bullshit? Damn, that's crazy. I'm just saying. Look, this is I'm here for this. I want this. I need this. First off, DC and Marvel, here is what I need y'all to stop bullshitting with. I know y'all are scared. I know you're scared. I need the Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman, Marvel DC crossover one shot. I need
Do you know how pissed
Mm-hmm.
people would be if this book came out and was called World's Finest?
Woo! Okay,
It just
you know
came to
what?
me.
You know
It
what?
just came to me.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think that's what DC and Marvel need to do. Like when they do, okay, so you know, or you know what? I tell you what, since technically World's Finest, they would probably
Did y'all catch the double on? Did y'all catch it? World's Finest.
fine. Yes.
And with his, did you catch
see it? You see it?
Bars, ladies and
I,
gentlemen.
look, go.
I got it. I got them.
So look, let me put it to you like this. This is what I think they should do. This is what I think they should do. Cause did I tell you they're coming back out with another swimsuit issue? They're making another swimsuit issue because apparently the last one sold really well. Even though technically they just reused a lot of old like art. Even though they reused a lot of old art, it sold really well. So they're doing a winter.
Just showed his age like a motherfucker. That boy said foin. You know how long it's been since I heard that?
Hey, you know what? Ooh, I would do it. I would fucking do it. I would do
I ain't heard that
it.
since some like late 90s, early 2000s black romantic comedies. I ain't heard foin in so long.
Actually, you know what? Y'all just made me realize something.
What?
Seattle KO just made me realize something here. I'm gonna pull this up. I want you to take.
What's that?
Look at Cat Marvel out here look like she getting ready to do a cannon drill. Any second now.
Cheap ass character. Keep the spiral arrows away from me. Paying that goddamn shit back out. I don't want to think about it. Like, I was trying to do right by you by showing you a variant you ain't seen, and then you try to be disrespectful to me showing me that cheap ass character. Trying to put that mental image in my head like you did with Granny Goodness and fucking Magneto. Fuck you.
Hey, Dark Side is.
Shut up.
Well, or wait, or is it Magneto is? No, but no, I actually think what they should do. I actually think they should do this because here's the thing. This is going to be charitable. This is me being charitable here. Right now, the Chud channels are struggling. I don't know if you heard about this, Carter. I don't know if you heard about this. Did you see the news? Have you heard the news? The Chud channels are spiraling. Nerdrotic is no longer posting as many videos as he used to. He's actually just live streaming now. Because the videos he's been putting out have not been getting the numbers that a channel of his size should be getting. Melanie Mac has basically quit making videos, at least as far as like on her one channel where she was doing all her little chud shit. Cause her views went off a cliff. Your boy Jeremy Geeks and Gamers, his numbers are falling off. Young Rippa, his numbers are falling off. All of the chud channels, Critical Drinker, his numbers are falling to the point. I think it was Star Wars Theory put out a video about the Acolyte, doing an almost hour-long review of the Acolyte, a show that A, came out months ago, B, is canceled, C, you already know he fucking hates. And that shit did terrible numbers in comparison to what his channel is. So here's the funny thing about this. So this is what they need. Carter, this is just the shot of adrenaline the Chuds need. If Marvel and DC were to announce that the next crossover after the Superman Spider-Man shit is a Wonder Woman Captain Marvel one, they would eat off this shit for the next 20 years.
So
I don't want it, but I also do want it at the same time because I want to see them crash out. What's that?
I didn't know their channels were doing bad because I don't watch any of them. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
No, you're good. You're good.
You was going to be. I want you to play head coach right now.
Triple Wood.
Did it go triple wood
on the chart? They did. A lot of them did.
I don't pay attention to them people because their whole reason for being and their views, I could care. I don't care about y'all. So keep it moving. But I want you to play quarterback. Matter of fact, I want you to own the team.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Hit me with.
If you put worlds, no, you got to put that back up.
Here. Okay. Hey, look, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
If you were in charge and you were putting out world's finest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, finest. Finest.
I'm not saying finest.
No, we got it.
Gavin needs to give that right back to Tisha Campbell where he found it. If you put his book out,
love it.
If you put this book out, give me the creative team you'd put on this book.
Oh,
Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, world's finest. Who would you put on this book?
well, shit.
Don't say Gavin because he in here. You just don't want to get shot in a comic.
Who better than Gail Simone and Kelly Thompson? I would have Gail come in and write the one. So here's what we do. We do world's finest Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel by Gail Simone. And then we would do world's finest Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman with Kelly Thompson.
Okay, we just gonna have that be the backup. We're gonna have to be the backup story. But okay.
Yeah. No. Hear me out. Because what I would do with the Captain Marvel side of it, I would actually reunite Kelly Thompson with Carmen Carnero, who for those who do, I don't know, because like I said, I think Kelly Thompson, for my money, Kelly Thompson wrote the best. Kelly Thompson wrote the best Captain Marvel that has ever been committed to page. To this day, to this very fucking day, it has not changed. She has written the absolute. Kelly Thompson's written the absolute best, and the team up of her with Carmen Carnero, which I was actually pissed that they didn't keep that creative team together the entirety of the run of that book, which I kind of understand why they didn't, because I mean that book did run for 50 issues. But Carmen Carnero is one of my favorite. She's one of my favorite artists. If you've never, I tell you what, if you've never seen Carmen Carnero's her work, or anything of that magnitude, I'll just say, just read Captain Marvel. And it doesn't matter really where you jump in on like kind of the early goings of it, but for me, for my money, man, that shit was fucking gold. And I'm looking right now because I actually want to see. I can't remember. I want to say she hung around until here. Let me do a little double check real quick. Because I want to say
you need to do a double check on Gavin right now. Gavin, wow.
Oh wait. What Gavin say?
Somebody just asked us. For all you audiophiles out here, somebody just asked us about what Ernie's comment meant about S-tier white woman. What does S-tier white woman mean? This motherfucker Gavin, DC comic artist Gavin Guidry says it means step on me tier white women. That I knew it. I mean,
he wrong.
Like getting stepped on. I knew it.
I mean, but is he wrong? Did he say anything incorrect?
Y'all want to get Rhea Ripley. That's what that is.
I mean, look, if you're going to get anything in this life.
Now he asked heels on off. Okay, let's talk. Okay, Ernie, go back to what you were saying.
So for those who are wondering, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I love Kelly Thompson. Excuse me. The reason why I love Kelly Thompson on Captain Marvel is because she shut down the debate that I have fucking hated for so long.
Okay.
Because what is it everybody always wants to say when you bring up Captain Marvel? The one thing anyone wants to say, oh, Carol Danvers, oh, well, wait till Rogue show up. Well, guess what? Kelly Thompson had a fucking answer for y'all's asses. She came in the gate and said, okay, fine. I'm going to give you Rogue versus Captain Marvel. We're going to run it back and see who wins. And then Kelly Thompson said, psych, pocket sand. And then said, you know what? Nah, they're going to fight, but guess what? They're not going to stay enemies at the end of this. They're actually, they're going to pull a Mega Powers, and you're going to get that.
Why that handshake went like that?
I don't know.
Like both their power levels, couldn't, like, if they didn't shake hands just right, professional wrestling would just explode. Like,
right?
Like, why did it take all that to shake hands?
But no, I thought this was good. This was good stuff because at the same time, well, yeah, it was Captain Marvel and Rogue burying. To be fair, they actually kind of slick buried the hatchet before, but there was still like a little bit of bad blood between. Like it was like more like a PTSD thing on Carol Danvers' part because of of how violated she felt when her powers were taken. But like this was actually her and Rogue becoming something closer to friends. And then when you got towards the later issues, now granted, this was when Carmen Carnero was no longer on the book, when they did the X-Men Captain Marvel crossover, because once again, Captain Marvel and the X-Men have a very long history with one another.
Yeah,
they did the whole thing where we've got we're gonna have Rogue and Captain Marvel working together, fighting against the Brood later on down the stretch. So yeah, I love that. I want to see that team reunited for that. Now we get over to the other side of things. We want to talk about the Gail Simone part of it. I don't really honestly know, but okay, I'm a nostalgia guy. Like as much as I hate nostalgia, I love nostalgia. So I'm gonna cop to that. Just accept it. Don't try and understand me. Just accept that's just who I am. So when it comes down to it, I'm trying to remember who was working with you know what? Here, fuck it. Why am I acting like I can't just reach over here and pull this down? Let's go ahead and just do that. How about that? We're just gonna reach over here and pull down this copy of Gail Simone, Wonder Woman Omnis. By the way, shout out to the homie Gail Simone out here doing the damn thing. But you know what? Fuck it. Give me. You know what? Yeah. Give me.
Let me hear it.
Man, give me my boy Bernard. Let me get Bernard up in here. Let me get my boy Bernard Chang up in here.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get friend of the channel Bernard Chang up on this motherfucker. And I would love to see. I mean, it's not gonna be like super duper mega ultra blockbuster names, but I would also like to see like other people come in. But you know what? Actually, no. No, I take that back. I'm sorry, Bernard. I'm taking it back. Give me Joel.
Joel who? Because when I hear Joel, I just think Joel Ortiz. Who? Joel who?
You know Joel Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me Joel. Or you know what? Actually, you know what? I take it. Do I take it back? Do I want to take that back? I don't know if I want to take that back. I actually don't know. Man, because I'm not gonna lie. I like for something like that. Because you know what? Ooh.
While you figure that out, I'm gonna tell you something where I kind of sort of think you need to reach out to IDW about some things.
Oh shit! What you got?
Because you just brought up Joel Jones. Mm-hmm. Did you know that IDW is releasing they're re-releasing that first 6 hardcover of the Jason Aaron stuff, but it's called TMNT Inked. It's just the inks, no color whatsoever. in a big hardcover. That's coming out. Apparently, it's a limited release. So all the shit that you and I kept saying about, I kind of don't want this shit to be color because this looks fire by itself. They're doing it. So you might.
So
need
yeah,
to,
I'm gonna go
you
ahead and
might
have to
need
get that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and
Yes,
get
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need them to come on up off that. Yeah, I look, that would be absolute fire to me personally. I will also say, I like, man, they're look, because here's my thing. For something of that magnitude, I really would like to see some of the like some of the people who like I personally feel like kind of shaped whether it's those characters or something like adjacent to that. I don't know. I just would love to see something along those lines. And I would also say too, if they didn't, if I couldn't get, I would also want to see like G. Willow Wilson on some shit. I would want to see. And you know what else I would love to see, because it's a like it would have like like a Wonder Woman, like Captain Marvel bend to it. I would also like to see. I would like to see an Evil Ewing come in and do like or like a Stephanie Williams come back and do like a Nubia story or something like that. I'd love to see that. Okay. I'd love to see you know how they could do it, dude. I mean, it'd be kind of nasty work, but it'd be so cool at the same time. You could have a story in there where it's Nubia and Monica Rambeau like running into each other. Because like you got that kind of like you got the, oh hey, we're Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, kind of circle, kind of umbrella style characters. I would eat that shit up. I would eat that shit up. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Okay. I'm okay. So let me ask you this. Because obviously they are doing the Spider-Man and Superman crossover. Because they're doing that, do you think this is something that is sustainable? Like, do we think this is something that, like, because obviously, we've got, what was it, this month, and then like in this upcoming month's crossover, we already got another turnaround coming out like in March and April. It kind of sounds like DC listened. It kind of sounds like DC listened to, like, maybe they should keep doing it. But do you think? Let me take it back. I think it is sustainable. So that's not really my question. But do you think they can keep it up? Can they keep interest? Do you think?
Absolutely. If that's an easy question. Of course they can keep that up. It's just more so I'm nervous about somebody wanting to overstep.
Okay, gotcha.
If that makes sense. I think this is absolutely something that is sustainable if both people kind of keep themselves in line, keep it fun, remember to keep in their minds that this is something that is supposed to be fun between both parties. We are not on some like Crips and Blood kind of shit. We both are just doing comics for people. They enjoy yours, they enjoy ours. Let's just keep doing it like this instead of me against you or you against me. As long as somebody doesn't, we shouldn't read about there being a disagreement about something or a back and forth about a one-shot story that's going to be in the Marvel DC thing. We shouldn't read anything about that because this is something that's literally supposed to be you collaborating or doing something you've never really gotten able to put your pen at, put your paintbrush at, So if they can keep that in their mind, this could go for a minute. Or if you wanted to, you could keep it limited to where it's Okay, well now I'm thinking about
Maybe like a
Gerard Way.
once a
It's
quarter.
pop-up kind of thing. Yeah, like a pop-up event kind of deal.
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
pop-up
yeah.
shop.
Like
That. You do it like that? Absolutely.
honestly, you know what I think? I think okay, I wouldn't do it once a quarter. I would do it like once every half. Like so, like do like kind of like how they're doing right now. Have one come out like March, April. Have one come out like October, September, like November, something like that, and just kind of wash, rinse, repeat. So that way you don't overdo it. You don't like because I could see the novelty wearing off eventually if it became one of those things where like oh it's just always happening. But like if they did it like at least twice a year. And don't try and turn it into some big, mega, ultra huge, like, crossover. Like, oh, we're doing, like, this whole...
Do that shit during December and go against Mariah Carey.
Man, what you said. But for me, I think the best way forward is what you just... Like, because I've been saying this for a long time. I'm sick and tired of seeing superheroes fighting. I'm sick and tired of seeing people who are on the same side of things getting into it. Look, that shit was cute during the first... superhero Civil War, but after that, that shit's boring to me. So when I read the Daredevil Green Arrow backup story, when I read the Captain America Wonder Woman backup story, I was like, okay, finally someone fucking understands what the assignment is. When Daredevil and Green Arrow bump into each other, it's not like, oh shit. Oh, no, we got to scrap. No. Square up, nigga. Square up. Come on. You wearing that goddamn devil costume? Oh, I mean, you dressed up like Robin Hood. No, we got to fight. We got to fight. Or like when Wonder Woman walked in and saw Captain America holding a gun to Hitler's head, she wasn't like, no, you can't kill Nazis. Oh, we have to fight now. No, they had a conversation and it was like, cool. And we're friends forever. Daredevil and Green Arrow, they're like, hey, you know what? Wait, you're fighting ninjas? Wait, you're fighting ninjas too. We're both fighting ninjas. Did we just become best friends? Come on, let's go down to Josie's. Get a drink after this. That's the type of shit I want to see. I don't give a fuck about. Look. Okay, I know there's a certain sector of fucking sickos, fucking disgusting, depraved sickos who love to see superheroes fighting each other for no good goddamn reason. I'm not one of them. I want to see superheroes do what superheroes do. I want to see them superheroing together. I don't want to see Superman come to a predominantly black neighborhood and just immediately assume that Black Lightning has superpowers and starts beating the brakes off of him. A thing that has never happened before in comics ever, I promise you. Wink. I want to see superheroes actually hanging out, getting along with each other. Do they have to be happy-go-lucky? No, they don't have to be. Obviously, Deadpool, Batman proved that. Batman and Deadpool didn't get along. Even when they were kind of getting along, they didn't really get along. I'm fine with that. I want to see, okay, case in point. If we get that Deadpool, or not Deadpool, but we get that Batman-Deadpool crossover, if they do a thing where, like, Batman runs into Wolverine, I don't want to see that bullshit like they were doing with that fucking Frank Miller book where they just started fighting for no reason, and then Wolverine just starts throwing it back like he's fucking Nicki Minaj all of a sudden for no good goddamn reason, just throwing ass all the way up in the air, got a head down, ass up like he's in a fucking rap video. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Batman run into Wolverine and be like, wait, we're on the same side of this. Okay, I tell you what, I don't really like your methods because you kill people, but fuck it. Yeah, I gotta work with you because I'm behind the 8 ball. And Wolverine's like, I mean, you're kind of stuffy, but fuck it, let's just do this. Like, yeah, I'm not saying they have to, be best friends, but I want them to at least not have to spend half the fucking book fighting each other to realize they're on the same, like, because that is the...
I almost feel like that shit is laziness because...
It is.
All you got to do is have them fight for like 10 pages, and then I'll come in like the last 12 and I'll get them some monologue.
Yeah,
that's kind of lazy, bro.
Dude, I'm not gonna hold you.
Bro.
That is a comic book sacred cow that I would fucking destroy. Like, if you put me...
Take that cow to Arby's, but no.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, look, everybody... Look, beef and cheddars all around for everybody. Beef and cheddars for everybody, goddamn. I want them... I want these people to not just assume the worst about each other. Like, because here's the thing. When I... Okay, I'm gonna tell you, things that never happen. if you saw me at a convention, I have never spoken to comic tropes ever a day in my life. We've never met. But if I bumped into comic tropes, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're him. You're that guy who makes those videos. All right, square up, man. Come on. No. Fuck that shit. Fuck talking about collabing. We got to fight. I got to throw hands with your ass for about 15, 20 minutes. And then we gonna actually like talk about some cool shit.
Talking about collabing.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit. Nah, come on. Square up, motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you who you need to fight. I'm gonna send you something right now. I know who you need to fight. You need to fight. You need to fight these MCU fans. Because, okay, I'm gonna show you this picture.
All right.
This picture I'm gonna show you. The Russo brothers
posted
posted this picture on Instagram.
Oh my
I'm gonna say
Lord.
last week, right? I know I would love for you to show the audience.
Yeah, here. I
Right,
got you.
so-
I got you. Here, let me. I'm pulling
They
it up
posted
now.
this photo on Instagram, and with the caption that says "look really hard" or something along those lines. So when you see this image, it just looks like, okay, it's behind the scenes shit, and
Yeah.
the caption telling you to look really hard. Everybody and their mama is coming up with all these different things that they're saying. So I didn't know about this because I don't follow the Russos like that, but everybody's talking about what they're going to do after Avengers Doomsday comes out.
Okay.
And a lot of people said that that's Robert Downey Jr. in that chair. That's Chris Evans in that chair. That's one of the Russos. I'm going to send you what apparently, when they saw the caption, when several people saw the caption said, look really hard or make sure you're focusing.
Mm-hmm.
This is what people said they saw, and this is the next film that the Russos are going to be working on.
Get the fuck out my face.
That's what people said they saw. For all you audio files, people have made everything an A, a V. And look, it's spelled AVX. This is what people think they see when the Russo said to look, focus really hard. So we get
It says send the flood. Well, look, here's the thing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, and I've said this before, so this isn't a controversial statement or anything I've never said before. I don't think the MCU needs to be saved. Not by Marvel. I don't think Marvel, like when we see all these videos like, man, well, is this film gonna save the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Is this TV show gonna save the MCU? Oh, the MCU, it needs to be saved. No, it doesn't need to be saved. Well, it does need to be saved, but not by Marvel, not by Disney. It needs to be saved from you fucking stupid ass Marvel Cinematic Universe rumor and scooper people. Like, oh my God. Dude, that's what... okay, you want to know what's killing the MCU? Bullshit like this. Motherfuckers overthinking the MCU.
Ernie, the caption said to look hard. Make sure you look really hard. So they looking. And that's what they saw.
These motherfuckers. I swear to God, dude, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I look. I don't want not nan motherfucker ever again in life to come to me and ask me, hey, Blerd, do you think that so and so is gonna save the MCU? Blerd, did you hear the rumor about? I don't hear shit. Okay, I don't hear shit.
So that don't look like AVX to you? And the Russos are telling you to look hard? That don't look like AVX to you?
You know what that looks like? You know what that looks like?
Pull the other picture back up. Pull the other picture. That don't look like AVX to you? That don't look like AVX to you?
No, it does not look like AVX. You know what it looks like? It looks like a set that ain't done yet. It looks like you know what it looks like? It looks like motherfucker just chilling on set in between shit. That's what it looks like to me.
then why would the Russos tell you to look really hard?
Probably because they try to get you to notice the motherfucker sitting in the middle of the room that's completely in shadows. Do I think Annihilation Conquest will save the MC? It's like, dude, I fucking swear. I hate. Like you know what? Shit like this is what turns me into Mrs. White from Clue. I'm like, flames on the side of my face.
It's too easy to make him mad of shit like that.
Because it's so fucking dumb. It's okay. These motherfuckers doing this shit, and then people tell me I'm overthinking. Blerd Without Fear, I really, man, I don't know, Blerd. I think you're really overthinking this whole commentary thing that you're talking about. I just think that you're seeing things that aren't there. You're looking at smoke and mirrors. And then we'll literally turn around and be like, yeah, man, you see how this right here, it made the A right here, and then the way this lined up, it got a V here, and if you look really hard and squint and twist your head like this, you can see an X on the side, so that means that Avengers versus X-Men is coming out in 2027. Get the fuck out my face! I am so tired. I am so tired of people fucking telling me that, like, yeah, Blerd, I just think, man, I think you just don't know what you're talking about, man. I think that you're just, I think you're just trying to see stuff that ain't there. But then we'll look at some bullshit like this and be like, yeah, man, I think the Russos just tried to tell us. They didn't try and tell you shit.
I mean, technically, they did try to tell you something. That's why they posted this and said to look really hard. They're trying to tell you something.
You know what? No, Ginkgo just said it perfectly. A jump to conclusion, Matt. That's exactly what the fuck this shit is. It's fucking. This is literally the epitome. This is why I always say I fucking hate scoopers. I hate scoopers. I think they're the fucking worst. They are the lowest form of fucking humanity, at least when it comes to I guess wannabe comic book journalism. It's like it's people. Okay, dude, you want to know how I knew it was a slow news day or a slow news week? Motherfuckers were talking about how long the season 2 finale of Peacemaker was going to be. James Gunn confirms that the season finale of Peacemaker is going to be 58 minutes long. Gee, is that including credits? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What's going on here? I don't...
Bro, see, I feel like you do this just so that you could be mad at something. You wouldn't be excited to see Avengers vs. X-Men.
You know what I would be excited to see? You know what I would be excited to see? I would be excited to go 1 week where people who are not smart, people who don't read comic books, shut the fuck up and stop trying to make mountains out of molehills just so they can get clicks on their website. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
And I say this with full honesty. Like, if you hype because of the Russos are doing Avengers versus X-Men, that just lets me know you didn't read Avengers versus
Oh, okay. Also, can we also point out the other elephant in the room, Carter? Since when does Marvel make a movie named after a popular story arc in a comic? Since when has Marvel done that? And it's actually been the exact same thing.
The superheroes are fighting each other.
You know the fucked up part about Civil War? It's like, you know what my favorite part of the Civil War comics was? When Baron Zemo orchestrated Captain America and Iron Man into fighting each other. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. You remember that? Do you remember that from the Civil War comics, Carter? Do you remember that? Do you remember how
Hey, man, I ain't no goddamn instigator. Y'all leave me alone.
You remember when in Age of Ultron tried to lift a city up high in the sky and drop it to destroy the Earth or whatever? Y'all remember that? That's crazy.
No, I remember Wolverine causing that whole event because he was a dumbass. Fucking Bendis.
I'm just saying. This is why Wolverine's not my favorite. Here's my thing. Here's what I want y'all to understand about me. I want y'all to understand this about me. And I'm sorry if I've alienated some people because I know I have some very angry takes sometimes when it comes to people like this. If you're one of those people who you love seeing people trying, okay. All right, look, I'm gonna tell you here. Okay, here's the thing. Do you know and I'm gonna say this because I want other people who watch this, who reach out to me, who want to bring me onto their shows to talk about this type of shit. I want to go ahead and put this to bed. Do you know my least favorite part of all this shit?
What's that?
People trying to come up with theories and shit for stuff that they don't have any inside information on. Like people just making up bullshit to try and like don't get me wrong, I'm all for a good theory. I'm all for a good, oh, hey, here's my best guess at what this is. Because, I mean, I do it too with comics. But when I do it based off evidence and information of things that are literally placed before me week after week after week. These motherfuckers literally took a picture. That... And they looked so hard that they peered into the multiverse and found an alternate reality that they made up in their head where the thing that they wanted to happen in their headcanon happened.
So, funny enough, Sir Yuri G, and I'm going to tell Blerd this as well, the main comment you see on this Instagram post was, can't wait for new rock stars to do a video.
Dude, can I tell you right now, I swear to God, and you know what, I don't know if anyone who works at the New Rock Stars watches the channel. If you do, well, too bad.
They don't like your ass.
I know they don't like me. They don't like my black ass, because I'm going to tell you right now, the New Rock Stars is bullshit. Like the new, look, I don't know who needs to hear this. Screen Rant, CBR, New Rock Stars. I'm probably missing a motherfucker somewhere in there. There's probably like some bitch that I don't remember. Oh yeah, Screen Crush, them too. They are all bullshit. Bullshit.
I tell you what's not bullshit, sir. Gokhan Freeman's $2 super chat saying that Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel are Becky's finest.
That's hilarious, actually.
We got a 1999 from Walter Baptiste saying two things: hit the like button and hype the video if you can. Absolutely, because just like Ernie said in his most recent video, I don't know what the fuck hyping something up does, but just do it.
Just do
it. That's coming from me and from Blerd Without Fear.
Help your boy out.
He said, Blerd is out here putting us on game, and we need to do our part to get the views up and grow the Blerd family. He made me laugh too much, so now it's hot. I'm hot. He said, thanks for Monica R chat.
Oh, yeah.
It's hot. Not like hot. I'm hot.
So, I mean, look.
Oh, man.
First off, thank you for that 1999 Canadian super chat. We got that. Thank you. And also, I just want to say that, yeah, fuck CBR. And because as Sorry G pointed out, yeah, they have literally stolen from me. Stolen from me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And did not give. And you know why? It ain't just because.
Who are you?
It ain't just because I'm black. It ain't just because I'm black. Because they'll never want to give black people credit for nothing. But it was also because they were like, oh, well, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna notice. Well, guess what? I did. I saw it. I saw it, goddammit. You fucking thieves. You're thieves, and I hate you. And matter of fact, I will do everything in my power. I will do everything in my power to ensure that no one who follows this channel gives a fuck about you. Same goes for New Rockstars. Same goes for Screen Rant. Same goes for Screen Crush. Any of you fucking scoopers, you fucking, that's what y'all, you pooper scoopers, you fucking shit scoopers who fucking come up with these dumbass fucking takes. You get people thinking shit's gonna happen with some stuff that it is never in any danger of fucking happening. Like, that's the shit. Oh, emergency awesome? Fuck you too. All y'all motherfuckers, y'all got to go to the wall. To the wall.
All I asked you, dog, was did you think it was Avengers versus X-Men?
Actually, no, I think you know what I see in this picture? Here, let me pull the picture back up. I'm gonna tell you what I see in this picture.
Oh no, what'd you see?
I don't see AVX. The way that a lot of y'all are talking about, this y'all talking about this AVX bullshit. I don't see that. You know what I see?
What you see?
I see this is the Russo brothers' confirmation of the next big thing to happen in the movie industry. This is going to be the thing that's going to revitalize the movie industry. The MCU, well, yes, it's keeping the Hollywood, it's keeping Hollywood on life support, it's keeping the theater industry on life support, and the DCU now with this first outing with Superman is keeping the theater industry and Hollywood on life support. It's kind of helping take like Marvel has been keeping the theater industry out of hospice care. It's been keeping the theater industry out of hospice care. DCU kind of just came in and said, hey, let me shoulder some of that burden. I think this is confirmation. The Russo brothers are plotting a collaboration with James Gunn, and what they're going to do is they're going to do just like what the comics have been doing lately. James Gunn is going to direct a Superman Captain America crossover. It's gonna be and you know what? Here's the crazy part. They're gonna kick Anthony Mackie to the curb. They're gonna bring back Chris Evans because that's the Captain America that all you white people want, and they're gonna put those two together. James Gunn is gonna direct the Superman Captain America crossover, and then the Russos are gonna come back and they're gonna do a Captain America Superman crossover. Only this time, they're gonna be woke and bring back Anthony Mackie as the Captain America. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what I got from this picture. Y'all heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Your rage made this not fun anymore.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I
thank you, Super Meet for gifting 5 people with Blerd Without Fear memberships. I know Ernie appreciates it. I also appreciate it.
Yes.
And then he gave us a $19.99 right behind that. He said he just wants to send some love and add to the collection plate. How y'all doing? I'm fine. Ernie's enraged.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. God damn it. I'm pissed. I'm absolutely pissed. I'm sorry. No one brings out the ire in me. The absolute venom of it all. No one brings that shit out of me the way that these fucking sites and these fucking scoopers and shit. Because here's my thing. The way their business model works is they just keep throwing bullshit at the wall until something sticks. And even if they're wrong about something, the people who love them are never going to hold them to task for it, because by the time they finally realize that these motherfuckers were lying through their goddamn teeth and making up bullshit, they've already moved on and told 20 million other bullshit stories that
that's facts.
Yeah,
that's facts.
They flood the zone.
You can't keep up with the lies you tell.
No, you can't. It's the same thing. It's the reason why Grace Randolph does not like me, because I called her out for it. I was like, you flood the zone, you make up bullshit, so by the time that anyone notices that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you've moved on to something else. And because of the nature of the stuff that they do, because it's not evergreen, it falls back into the algorithm. So you never see it again unless you go looking for it. That's why I don't like these people. I don't trust these people. They are all bullshit. All of them. All of them. Anyone who tells you that they have inside information on what's going on with the DCU or the MCU or the HBCU or the NWA, the AEW, the W, they are fucking lying to you. They are fucking lying to you. They do not have inside information. Well, actually, that's a lie. When it comes to wrestling, a lot of times people do have inside information. But when I'm talking about these fucking comic book movies, like Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff, DC Universe shit, look, okay, let's keep it a buck. James Gunn will literally tell you whatever, because he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, that was me as Eagly in the Peacemaker intro. Yeah, the monkeys and Superman, that was me. I was just fucking around. Yeah. We got Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho in Superman. Yeah, what do you care? What do you care? Oh, yeah, hey, by the way, we got Michael Rooker. Yeah, he's coming back. We're gonna have him play like 20 different characters DCU. Like, James Gunn doesn't give a fuck. He will literally tell you anything that you want to know if you ask him. Because he is always, I don't want to say he's terminally online, but he is a person who is online a lot, and he doesn't mind answering questions from his fans. He's that kind of guy. He's the polar opposite. He's like you know what he is? He's the mirror universe Kevin Feige. He's the mirror universe Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige could not care less about telling you about what's going on in the MCU. That motherfucker will literally sit here and watch y'all pontificate about all the bullshit crackpot theories y'all have and not say anything. He'll just sit back like this.
Okay, let's what I want to do now before we get to recommended and all that jazz, just to kind of bring it back around.
Yeah, please.
I know what I've been reading recently, but I actually want to know, let's take Ghost of Yotei out of the equation. Let's take Marvel Cosmic Invasion out of the equation. Let's take you working on videos and Nerds to Culture out of the equation. What book have you been reading right now? Are you still reading that fan-made omnibus you were telling me about, or you moved on to something else? What you reading right now?
So I don't know if I told you about this. When we were talking about all the Hulk stuff that was going on, like the stuff that was gonna be coming up with the new the new Philip Kennedy Johnson. Yeah. I went back and caught up. I actually went back, figured out. I finally remembered where I left off. Like, what was the last thing I remembered reading about? Like in regards to Hulk. Went back and got caught up to current.
So, you being caught up to PKJ's run of Hulk, what are you thinking? How is it?
I like it.
Got a long way to go.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you'll like it. I don't think you'll like it. And the reason why, I'm not saying because it's bad, but because I know there's a particular character you don't like.
Yeah, that little girl, she got on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not gonna stop. That's not gonna stop because and I think you and I talked about this before, but she does level up. And kind of like the thing that was kind of teased early on, like when she was talking about she wanted to be like Hulk. There is something that's going to happen to her down the road where she's not going to become a Hulk. Let's go ahead and cut the bullshit right there. She's not going to become a Hulk, but she is going to become something that is more than being human. And that is going to get not only her in trouble, but also get Hulk in trouble. Because of the nature of what she becomes. And it's good. I like it because Philip is really good at leaning into the horror of Hulk. And I actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think it actually is really impressive how he has managed to maintain the mystery of who the mother of horrors is and not ever really show her. Like, by this point, and here, let me. I'm just gonna take a quick second to double check myself on exactly how many. I think it's been like 20 something issues right now, of Incredible Hulk. As last I checked, 28 issues. It's been 28 issues of Incredible Hulk. We still have not seen that motherfucker.
Oh wow.
We still have not seen her. To my understanding, she is yet to step out. She is yet to step out on the page. And I do agree with Gavin. So I knew he was a bad motherfucker. I knew he was a bad motherfucker because of the Action Comic stuff. I remember y'all constantly in the comments being like, Blerd, if you checked out the War World saga, you checked out his War World, you read Action Comics, that, oh my God, I remember the days when y'all used to constantly ask me that shit, and I finally had gotten around to it, and I was like, oh shit, this is peak. I was like, this is peak Superman right here. It's crazy. But no, I think that, well, I don't like every single aspect of Phillips' Incredible Hulk. There are a couple of points where it kind of drags. And to be fair, they are not entirely his fault. It's okay. You know, like we've talked about this before. You know, how you can kind of sniff out corporate meddling. Yeah. There's a couple of points in his Incredible Hulk run where you can tell, like, it was like you knew that, oh, Blood Hunt's happening. This is why this is happening. Or you'd be like, oh, there's some other, oh, it's Halloween, and they're shoehorning in all the monster stuff of Marvel because of the time of year it is. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's just a couple of moments, and when I say a couple of moments, I don't even mean like, oh, it lasts for like a bajillion issues. It's like, no, it's just there's an issue here. Because remember when Blade was kind of making the rounds and bumping into different heroes and shit? Hulk kind of does the same in his series where he bumps into like another Ghost Rider. He bumps in, there's a point where he runs into Blade. There's a point he runs into like other characters, Man-Thing, so on and so forth. That you can kind of tell, like, right around the time, it's like, oh, okay, I see why y'all are doing this. Y'all are doing this because it was around the time this was coming out. It was kind of close to that time of year, so y'all were kind of leaning more into this shit. And then when the Blade stuff is like, oh, because of Blood Hunt. It's stuff like that. It's never really for more than a couple of issues, if it ever happens at all. But I will highly recommend, right now, as it stands, Incredible Hulk is probably one of the best Marvel books on shelves right now. Wow. And for me, I'll say that. Let me put a caveat on that. For me, because of my horror movie sensibilities, my love for that type of genre, for me, it is one of the best books that Marvel has on shelves right now.
I heard that.
So I would recommend it. I'll say this too. If you are a fan of Immortal Hulk, and you were one of those people who said, man, I really wish they would have followed up Immortal Hulk, like they actually would have done more with that story, well, guess what? Philip did it. He heard y'all. Because it is all follow-up. It almost completely ignores the Donny Cates run, with the exception being Hulk remembers every bad thing that happened to him during the Donny Cates run. So the reason why Hulk hates Banner so much, if you didn't ever read the Donny Cates run, all you need to know is Bruce abused his power over him, and Hulk is never letting that shit go. That's basically what a lot of this is. But that said, yes, I do recommend, if you liked Immortal Hulk, if you like horror, if you just like Hulk in general, go read it. Yes, the little girl whose name, I think Carly, was her name. Or I might be thinking about. I actually might be thinking about a whole ass other character. Not thinking about. I actually might be thinking about a whole ass other character. But I want to say Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie. I knew I was close. Yeah, she will probably. I do think, kind of like I was saying earlier with Carter. I know he's not particularly fond of the character. And I totally get why. She is a pain in the ass, but I understand why she's a pain in the ass. And I also respect how Philip is kind of crafting this narrative where he's giving Bruce a family.
Yeah.
Or not just giving Bruce, giving Hulk a family. Like, it's actually less about Bruce and more about Hulk, because she likes Hulk more than she likes Bruce. But like, and I guess because being a parent has changed this for me, I'm gonna frame it this way and then I'm gonna move on, I promise. Reading Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk, his Incredible Hulk, it reminded me of what it was like to not be the favorite parent.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what this is. Charlie is adopted effectively. She's effectively adopted by Hulk and Bruce. And she has a favorite.
Oh, she makes that. I do remember those issues. She makes that shit very known.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She doesn't dance around that shit.
Yeah.
She makes it very fucking clear who she likes more.
Did not like Donny Cates' run.
Yeah, no, she did not. And she likes, like, she lets you know off top, she fucking hates Bruce.
Yeah.
Not necessarily at first, but when she realizes that Bruce isn't the fun one, she's like, oh, okay. Got you. Yeah.
I do know that the timing of that Hulk run, it came at a point where Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider was still going on. So I was already having to deal with Talia Warroad in that book, and she was kind of getting on my nerves in a few instances, only to want to go open up Hulk, and then I got this Charlie child right there that's getting on my nerves. So it was a 1-2 punch. I can maybe warm up to the character just because since Ernie's been reading Hulk, I've actually been, I don't know if you all may not have noticed, but a lot of the books that I've been reading recently is shit that Ernie has talked about before.
Oh, yeah.
To you all, because I know that a lot of you all have thanked me for my recommendations because I've given you all some. Well, I like to, just like you all like to listen to what Ernie says when it comes to certain books, I'll do that shit too. That's why there's a local man behind me right now. So I've been reading that, and
how's it treating?
And that's why. Well, I finished the motherfucker in 2 days. I finished the motherfucker in 2 days.
Woo, Tim Seeley and Tony Fleece, they some bad motherfuckers.
That was a good book. That was a fun one. The fact that it kept referencing like the old Image stuff was really fun as well. I did not expect to see Shadowhawk. Like, not only in a flashback, but then in the main story to give somebody like this little Deus Ex Machina kind of ordeal. But I didn't know why the book ended. I didn't, and then that was when I started looking stuff up online. That the reason the book ended was because Tony Fleeks flat out said that it was a financial thing to where he was putting a lot of time. Just for people that don't know, who maybe were fans of Local Man and didn't know why it just ended at issue 25, even though there was only 14 issues.
14 issues.
When issue 13. And then they just skipped to 25.
Yeah.
Because it's a monthly title, so they would have been on 25 had it stayed another year. But the reason that was the case was financials, because Tony Fleeks was already working on other books. And he makes it a point to say that, and he was very honest in when he said it, but like, you can only really afford to work, according to him, you can only really afford to work on a book that's not as successful if you have a book that is successful to help it out. What does that mean? Farrell, which is the one he names in this statement, Feral is a really successful book.
Very,
That's why he's
very.
still pumping out issues of that book, and he's working on multiple other
Yeah.
books as well. That
They just
were-
hit 17.
that were different quality. So, Local Man, even though Ernie really enjoyed that book, I know several people that enjoyed that book. I enjoyed it now that I finished it. I was not expecting his lady to be the one behind everything. That completely caught me the fuck off guard. But he says that even though it was a fun thing that they both did, it was not as successful as the other things. But even though that is the case, they were still able to end Local Man the way that they want to end it. It does not end on a cliffhanger, or it wasn't like a Nancy Boys where you wait on the next issue that ain't coming. It ain't like any of these other books out here. It ain't like Monica Rambeau's Photon, where it clearly looks like there should have been some more there, and it just
It's gone. No.
It ain't X-Force to where you were promised a certain number of pages, then they said, "Watch out, little bitch, 24."
Pocket save.
There you go. They were actually able to end this bad boy on their own terms,
Yes.
and even though this hardcover is huge, it's only 14.
Yeah, it's 14.
16 issues.
Oh, yes,
because it has Gold and Bad Girl
and
in
Bad
here as
yeah.
well. So, yeah, this was a good one.
I was about to say, I forgot about the Bad Girl special. I always forget about that one. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I loved about the series, just real quick, is that it was both Tim Seeley and Tony Fleecs switch hitting, because it was like Tony Fleecs was usually writing the main story. Or no, take that back. Tim Seeley was usually writing the main story with, well, they were actually both writing the main story, but like Tony Fleecs would be doing the art on the book as well. So a lot of that art that you see in the main story is Tony, as well as doing writing. But the backup stories, they would flip it, because Tim is also an artist. Like Tony Fleecs and Tim Seeley are both artists and writers. So that's why like you would get those crazy stories in the back where it's like, oh, well that's Tim back there doing the art for that. And and I think that's yet another reason why, on top of what you were saying, what he was talking about, like, you can only really have like, you can't really have like a book that you just stay on that isn't doing as well unless you got some other stuff to back it up. I think that also kind of factored into it, because we also got to remember Tony was also working on The Thing. He was also doing some various other like creator owned stuff and like stuff for Marvel. And I forget there was something else that he was working on too that's kind of escaping me at this precise moment. So yeah, and I imagine if you're providing art for, interiors for a fucking book as well as writing it, and then having to do writing for this, writing for that, right? Like a very harsh lesson that I'm learning right now that I'm probably about to break down and just spin the bread and get it done is, man, when you are like, to do what I do and then writing and trying to draw something as well, but also trying to keep up with videos and shit, it's hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's difficult. And especially when you bring financials into the equation. So Gavin just said right here. He said we talked. He was talking about they were tabling next to each other. Said that they talked about the production on Local Man and how it sounded super fucking complicated. I bet it was. I bet it was, because I mean, shit, for me, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Sometimes I split my time between. Okay, so like I lied. I said that I didn't do any work while I was on that vacation. I didn't do any YouTube work. Yeah. But at times when I got bored or I didn't have anything to do, I would outline. And for those who know what I mean, basically I would like say, okay, this is my story. I would kind of write out like some paragraphs, what a story I wanted. And then I would kind of be like, okay, well, how can I break the story up? And then I would outline. I'd be like, okay, I figured out how many issues I could probably tell the story in. And then I would go through and like kind of plot out like pages and shit like that. And then I would go through and I would make a bullet point list of like X number of pages. And then whatever I wanted to happen on each page, and then go from there. And then once I did all that, I would go back and start writing. like writing out the dialogue. And in the outline, I would get a little more detail because I'd be like, oh, here's some very specific things I once said on this page or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I did that while I was on vacation, but for me, that's not work. I actually enjoy the writing part of it, but the drawing part of it is the hardest. That's always gonna be the hardest part to me. That's gonna be the hardest part of the process of making a comic or whatever. But yeah, I will definitely say I don't blame Tony Fleeks for I loved Local Man. Loved
What does that mean?
Yeah.
If there's any complaint that I have about that hardcover is the statement that I just told you all that Tony Fleeks actually said, it was in the physical floppy issue. It's not in the hardcover. So that was my only complaint. I would have liked to have seen that in there because after the story ends, after issue 25, it's just a gang of covers that they've done.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about with the Young Blood got like 27 variants and some shit like that. There's just a gang of all the old school-esque covers that they did.
And they did a lot.
That's the back half. That's literally all the back half is of this comic. So that's the only thing. I would have liked to have seen like him put that in there that like
more process.
To end it on our terms. I think there was like 2 pages that showed the process. Everything else.
Yeah, that's what I would have wanted because Tim Seeley and Mike Norton did that for Revival. In those Revival hardcovers, they showed you like, okay, well, here is the thumbnail. They showed you the outlines. They showed you the paragraphs. They showed you the full scripts. They showed you the raw pencils and the inks. Chip Zdarsky did that with New Bern. It was one of the reasons I really like the New Bern trades much is because they put that there.
Shit. Speaking of Chip, did you know that they released his Howard the Duck complete in one trade? Okay, you didn't know. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Surprised me too. Yep, all of it. And I didn't realize the artist for Sex Criminals was also on that book with him. I did not know that.
Apropos of nothing. God damn. So they just said, fuck it. Go ahead and put that shit out.
Just one nice little... It reminds me like a little bit smaller than the Terrifics trade. Just all one thing.
Well, I mean, and Gavin's not wrong here. The art is the hardest part. It's the hard... Like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something. I actually took your advice on something, Carter. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys something that I did, and why it was so difficult for me. Because one of the things that I'm working on, it is literally just me. It's nobody else. It's just me. There is no. There's no. What's the best way to put this? Like everything when it comes down to the layouts, the thumbnailing, the paneling, all that shit is fucking hard. And anyone who tries to tell you otherwise is fucking lying to you. Now, Carter has actually seen this page that I'm about to pull up. I'm giving this shit away for free, y'all. I'm giving this shit away for free. So, but right here. And here, you know what? Fuck it. I'll actually fuck it. Let's do it like this. Fuck it. Let's zoom this bullshit in. So, this page, you know how long this page took me, Carter? Took me days.
Yeah.
Days. And I didn't color. I mean, outside of like, a little bit of a little bit of color, like, in here and there, and like, some of this, and whatnot. But this page, it took me days. Fucking days. And actually, to take your advice on something, I flipped something. I don't know if you noticed it. I flipped one panel from one side to the other based on some input you gave. But yeah, and you know what actually took some of the most time? The fucking lettering.
Okay.
The fucking lettering took the most fucking time. And yes, as Elite just pointed out, and the worst part is, you'll always look at it and see something you can fix. And that's actually why it took me days. So this is why I've actually been seriously considering, even though technically I always talk myself in and out of this, it's why I've actually seriously been considering, like, you know what? Maybe I'll actually pay someone to do this for me, because it's such a pain in my ass. And I actually enjoy drawing, but I don't enjoy drawing interiors as much as I enjoy drawing like just pinups and covers and shit. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I will break my own fucking rule, because that was a rule I set for myself. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be Super Mr. Ultra Ideals. I'm going to be the guy who, the person who does the cover on the art is going to be the same guy that does the cover or does the interiors. So that way I'm not misleading people about what they're fucking buying or giving people a false perception of what it is they're going to see inside of these pages. And the more I thought about it, I was like, man, but you know what? Fuck. This shit is harder because I'm a perfectionist. And I will look at something and be like, damn, I could fucking do this better, or I could do this differently. It says, not like you're outsourcing to a Brazilian company like Terry August did. Look, you know what? I wish, sometimes I hate how principled I am, because that was actually one of the things. I actually was looking at somebody and I was scared to ask them because I didn't want to ask an uncomfortable question. Like, when it came to, like, asking people who were, like, in foreign countries to do art for me, I was like, I don't want to do that. Because here's the thing. For one, I was like, here's my hard set of rules that I set for myself. I was like, it's not, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I was like, look, because of the nature of what this book is and what it means to me and what it's supposed to represent, I was like, I don't want people who are not of the culture to work on this book on any major level. I was like, so I was like, this is written by me, so it's written by a black man. I was like, I would prefer it, whoever is doing the interiors for the book. I was like, I don't want to get somebody who is not black or brown, or at the very least a person of color, to work on this book. And I said, and I actually, if I have my druthers, I would rather it be someone who is a black or brown person working on the interiors for this book. But I literally, like, when I was actually, seriously romancing the idea of getting someone else to do the art for it, not because I think my art's bad. I think my art's pretty fucking good. I actually am not insecure about that shit. But I wanted it to look a certain way. And I was looking at this one dude and I was like, man, I don't want to hire this guy and people think that, like, I'm outsourcing to, like, Spain or Brazil or some shit and, like, getting art for pennies on the dollar and basically, like, being sneaky and because I've criticized people for that shit. I criticize people for that shit all the time. But I'm probably gonna fucking do it, just because. I'm probably gonna, like, finish what I'm working on as, like, a preview and kind of use it as an ash can type deal. Probably what I should have done with the other thing that I was working on. But yeah, I've discovered I actually just prefer to write. I prefer to write. I like drawing, but if I'm gonna draw, I don't want to draw interiors. I've just accepted that. It just is what it is. I just accepted that. But I will say, and when I say what I said about, just only wanting certain types of people working on it, it's largely just because this is a very black-centric book. It's literally a book about black people having superpowers and the commentary of that in the world that we live in today. That is specifically why, because it's like, it is such a black-centric book that I don't want to have to explain anything to anybody. I don't want to have to be like, hey, this is, can you draw my character with, like, some cornrows? I don't want to have to explain what cornrows are. I don't want to have to explain what a lace front is to anybody. I don't want to have to explain I don't want to have to over-explain myself to anybody. You know. But yeah. That is what it is. But yeah, if anyone, that is my advice. If you are a person who doesn't have a whole heap of a lot of time and you are creative, even if you are an artist, it probably is best just to hire somebody else to do the shit that you don't want to do. Because I was actually even considering hiring someone to do backgrounds for me because I fucking hate drawing backgrounds. It's one of my, like, horses, cars, backgrounds. Don't like them.
Okay.
Horses, cars, backgrounds. Don't do it. I don't, like, yeah, people you say in the 80s, I don't do windows. I don't do horses. I don't do cars. I don't do backgrounds. Oh, yeah. I fucking hate drawing cars. I swear to fucking God. They're the fucking worst. I hate drawing cars. Cars are fucking shitty. I don't like it. But anyway. I was like, what's a sew-in? Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have to explain black culture to someone who is like, it makes it simple. It's why I wanted Quinn for Heart of the Darkness #1. I was like, cause he's from Memphis. Mm-hmm. I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain Memphis to him. He would just know. If I say, hey, can you put the food court in Hickory Ridge Mall in the book? I don't have to be like, okay, so in Memphis, there's this place called Hickory Ridge Mall. They have like an Aunt Annie's over here. There's an ice cream place. They have like Carousel. And I don't have to do that. I just be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cool. But that said, I didn't mean to go on, so, okay, I'm gonna answer this question because this actually is kind of easy. So this is from my homie Captain Diesel. The reason why it's inherently so bad is because technically, people who are from overseas, basically the reason why it has a negative stigma is because so many people use it as a means to get art without paying American artists what they're worth. It's not necessarily that I'm not going to say it's an evil thing, but it's not something I would do. On principle, I personally would not do it. I would not hire someone like case in point. I used to roast. There was a guy, Marcel Dupree of Evolution Comics. I used to roast him all the time because he did it. And the reason why is because when he was working with American artists, specifically black artists, he would either A, not fully pay them, or B, not pay them at all. But then, to get around the allegations of that, he eventually just started paying artists from overseas because he could get the art for like pennies on the dollar. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, that's cool, but to me, it's not the same as using AI art, but it's kind of scummy in the same way that using AI art is. I don't know. I can't get jiggy with it. That's just me personally. I'm not gonna knock someone for for doing it, but at the same time, don't expect me to join in on the reindeer games too. Outsourcing is just it's scummy. It's just scummy in my opinion. I would put outsourcing on the same level as scabbing, if that makes any sense. Like when artists are out here literally fighting to get a fair wage, and you're like, I'm gonna pay these motherfuckers over here because I can get the shit for like dirt ass cheap, and I ain't got to pay nobody really nothing. I can keep some money in my pocket. I don't want to. It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. Like if they're doing the whole book, I have a lot of umbrage with that. But like if you're hiring someone to do like what is effectively bitch work, I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Like if you're just hiring people to do like backgrounds or whatever, or do like little color jobs, I don't give a fuck. But like if you're hiring to do like the whole fucking thing, I'm kind of like, I'm always going to give that book some side eye. It's always going to get like, even if I like it, I'm like, I've had people show me books that were made that way. And I'm like, that's cool. Man, wish you didn't go that route though. That's just me. I'm a weirdo. I know. I'm a weirdo.
So I know we didn't do questions last week because you wanted to wait until this week just because we were getting back into the swing of things. And
yes.
2 of the questions I see are clearly going to be for you because you're more in that world. So
let's go.
Okay, this first question is from Qdoma. He's saying, morning to you all. Hope you're all having a prosperous day. Thank you. I was reading an old Aliens versus Predator omnibus from the 90s, and it brought me to this question I'm asking you both. Would the Aliens versus Predator movies have been better if they were adapted from the comics from the 90s? Instead of the Aliens versus Predator with Sanaa Lathan and Aliens versus Predator Requiem, which I try my best not to remember that I went and saw that in theaters. What do you think, Ernie?
I don't know if it would have been any better. Because I mean, execution is everything. You can say you're going to do something, but yeah, doesn't mean it's going to be good. It's kind of like when we say sometimes comic accuracy isn't good. Sometimes comic accuracy is bad. And honestly, those old Alien versus Predator comics, not all of them were good. Some of them were straight up ass.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah.
But this next one, this is from Flominum. He said, "Yo, Blerdtopia, what's an underrated book you feel would make great TVMA animated series?" For me, it's the Black Monday Murder. So I actually went to go grab a book. That's why you saw me slide across the room. But I did not see animated. I saw it would make great TVMA. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna recommend this one anyway. Even though it's getting live action, they just re-released the book because apparently the guy got the rights to this book from Image and put it on his own imprint.
Bam,
beauty,
love it.
This is book 1. They're actually it was originally in 6 trades, I believe, through Image, but the writer, I think both the writer and the artist, Jeremy Hahn and Jason Hurley, they were able to get it from Image and put it on their own imprint, and they're releasing it collected in 3 books, like 11 issues each, in these little thick trades. This actually has a live action series that is coming out I think more toward the end of the like this fall is what it said on FX, and Ryan Murphy is going to be behind it. So American Horror Story and all that. So yeah, the beauty is the one that I would have said. What's an underrated book you feel would be a good mature animated series, Ernie?
Ooh, man, a good. Well, I mean, they tried. They tried to do one that that shit landed like a wet fucking fart. That was Paper Girls. They tried. That shit didn't work out very well at all.
So you would make it so you do animated instead of live action because he's asking for animated.
Yeah, I would have done. Well, yeah, like they tried live action. I think a Paper Girls animated would have been the better. I think that would have been the better route to go. I will also say, because I was actually looking back over this way. I don't know how it would play for a lot of people because of the today's political climate, but I actually think the Department of Truth would eat. I think it would eat. God, you'd have to come up with a. Oh man!
Just how the book looks,
right?
Oh my god!
So you know what you would have to do? You would so this is what I would do. You'd have to simplify the art style of it. Like you wouldn't be able to recreate that art on the cheap. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Art of Department of Truth. Also, the art of Department of Truth is so all over the place because the nature of the book. They changed the art style just based on what's going on at the time. So you know what I would do? I would do Department of Truth in the same art style that Spawn was done in, like where it's using like heavy shadows, not really showing you a lot of everything, kind of pulling back on some of those bigger like some of those, I guess, more colorful moments, saving those for very specific situations, like when they show like the whole, the Earth is flat, or like or that there's the actual end to the world, you like go off the other side, or some shit like that, or like when they do like some of the big shots or whatever. But yeah, I would kind of the way I would animate that, it would probably be a lot of shadows. And stuff like that. I don't know if that would play well in today's way of doing things, but I mean, I'd be here for it. I would like to see that.
Okay. You know it's bad, Ernie, when you first thing out of your mouth was the live action adaptation of Paper Girls. And the first thing I see in the chat is, wait, did Ernie actually say there was a live action Paper Girls? That lets you know how good that show did. Cold-blooded. Damn.
Bruh. Okay, look, I just saw this. Man, an animated version of Wet Moon, that shit would get canceled so quick. Oh my God, that shit would get canceled so quick.
I don't even like saying Wet Moon. That just sounds nasty.
Do you know what it is?
I don't want to know what it is.
So, Wet Moon is Sophie Campbell's creator-owned book.
Okay.
It's basically okay. So the reason why I say it would get canceled so quick, I'm not saying because it would be bad. It's because it is okay. Here's the best way I can describe it.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Some shit called Wet Moon, it's insanely raunchy or sexualized. No?
It is, yeah. So, okay, here's how... I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but, like, you've seen Euphoria, right?
Yeah.
So, imagine Euphoria as a comic book, but, like, maybe not as dramatic.
Oh, wow.
If that makes any sense. Like, basically what I mean by that is you're going to be dealing with largely teenaged characters in some very like mature situations. Like it's a good comic. I love the comic. I think it's great. But I also recognize how sensitive some people are to that type of shit. Cause like I for the longest time didn't want to fuck with Euphoria because I was like, I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of like a show about, teenagers, just all day like fucking and doing drugs and shit and whatnot.
You know why? Because that shit don't happen in the real world. It happens in the perverted mind of motherfuckers like Sam Levinson. You, me, and everybody else that been to high school, and we ain't went nowhere near the shenanigans that he had the motherfuckers doing.
Actually,
Ernie,
I disagree. But
you were not snorting lines, giving back shots to big-breasted white women. Let me find out.
Okay,
boy.
so when I was a teenager, I remember a common thing that used to get said, and it's kind of problematic, so I don't even like the idea of it anymore, but I remember we would go to parties and be like, dude, this is just like in Kids. For anybody that remembers the movie Kids, which was also about teenagers doing, like, kids walked so Euphoria could run.
What school did you go to?
Craigmont.
Yeah, you was a goddamn deviant. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so many questions.
That's what, like, so that's why, like, I kind of understand when people don't like, and I, for that very same reason, don't like I've watched Euphoria, but I don't love it. But like, it's the reason why I kind of have issues with that show because like, it kind of glorifies that type. I mean, it demonizes it at the same time, but it also glorifies it in its demonization of it. Like, even while they're trying to, like, even though technically Euphoria is supposed to be a cautionary tale, to a if a teenager were to watch that shit, they probably wouldn't see it that way.
This is what he does. You know this is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get that wink right behind it. I promise you, what they're doing is deplorable.
Yeah. Wink. It's like, oh, didn't you see, dude? Yeah, a 16-year-old, 17-year-old girl is sleeping with like a 40-something-year-old man.
And that's horrible.
That's horrible. Wink. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And it does send some really weird mixed messages about shit. But my whole thing is that like Wet Moon, not quite as dramatic as Euphoria, but just in the sense that yeah, you're gonna see teenagers in situations where there's sex involved. There's gonna be like there's gonna be some wild shit happening. And to be fair, I do think it's kind of accurate to what some not saying all teenagers go through this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a teenager, by the time I was 15, 16 years old, I was already fucking. I was already like I was already smoking weed and shit and doing acid and whatnot. Whatnot. I didn't do coke until I was like 18 or 19 by that point. But like,
promise you this comic book.
I promise you it is. We're talking about a comic book. I swear to God. But I say all this to say that depending on how sensitive you are to certain types of scenarios, Wet Moon is either a good read or it could be incredibly problematic to you. You just depending on how you look at certain situations. Personally, I think that Wet Moon is good. I don't think there's any. I think unlike Euphoria, Wet Moon is not trying to like, wink at you when it says, "Hey, this thing is." Because I think there's, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while. There's one particular character who is underage, who is kind of fucking around with like an older person. It's not, to my understanding, it's not really played as a good thing. It's not like winking at you. Go, see how bad this is. See how bad this is. It's not doing that. But yeah, I like it. It's probably, and Wet Moon is not the only one. Kelly Thompson has a book. She has a creator-owned book that's kind of, it's not the same as Wet Moon, but it's kind of along the same lines as Wet Moon. That's also really good. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll have to look it up. I didn't mean for that to.
Last question.
Yeah,
and this is an easy one. This is from Trap God Thanos. He said, "Good afternoon, Carter and Blerd. Do you remember the first time Marvel or DC tricked you with the next generation teams or heroes?" He said for him, it was the OG. I knew this was coming. He said for him, it was the OG Young Avengers and the Prodigy and Wind Dancer new X-Men team. When I first got into comics in 2018, I remember the disappointment at looking for their appearances post their initial runs. And don't get me started on the Avengers Academy. They got done almost as dirty as I'ma do y'all if these motherfucking likes don't start going up. So, what was the first time you got bamboozled by the next generation from Marvel or DC?
Man, that's crazy. So for me, New X-Men is a good one. Because a lot of those characters did fall all the way the fuck off. Except for like Laura Kinney. Laura Kinney was like the only one who actually stood the test of time and didn't like get backslid or anything like that. Like Prodigy, Hellion, a lot of those other characters, Surge, so on and so forth, Winddance, they all fucking fell off like to some degree or another, with the except like, and Prodigy being one of the few who actually hung around despite the fact that he never really got used very much for a while. But for me, man, nothing really broke my heart more. Nothing really broke my heart more than when they did this with this is kind of cheating. They did this with Titans. Or with technically they did this a couple of times actually with the Titans, but like teasing that this is the next step, this is the next big hurrah, all these characters are gonna matter later. No, they're not. And they did it with technically with Teen Titans more specifically, because there was a time where they kind of went through like a little revamp of the Teen Titans where like it actually kind of looked more like Young Justice than it did Teen Titans, but they had like Blue Beetle and Wonder Girl, so on and so forth, all those characters. Static was on at one point. It's like, oh man, this is so amazing. No, it's not. This shit ain't hanging around. Don't get your hopes up. I'm gonna say the same thing for Generation X, because by this point, Generation X was supposed to be the new shot of adrenaline into the arm of the X-Men, supposed to be the next, like the second coming of the New Mutants. And guess what? Neither one of those teams have really Like New Mutants probably more than Generation X, just because the New Mutants have been around so fucking long that they're all adults now, and they've all kind of like gained in popularity. But like, really, if we're keeping it a buck, if the New Mutants was supposed to be the next step on your way to the X-Men, then it's a really sad fucking day, because only a handful of those characters have ever been consistently X-Men ever in life.
Answer this for me, because this is how tell me if I'm wrong in thinking this. I feel like, because Avengers Academy got brought up in this question.
Oh Lord.
I look at New X-Men. I look at Avengers Academy. I look at Young Avengers, and because I know that you really loved you love a lot of new X-Men runs, but I never even gave any kind of attention to it. Reason being, if they're the young version, or they're going to school as this version, if there's no progression to them actually no longer being a young Avenger, now you on the team, a new Avenger. If there is no graduation from the new X-Men to being on the main X-Men, if there's none of that anywhere, I don't think these books need to be printed.
No, they don't.
Okay.
No, you are well within your right.
Okay, because I just feel like if there's going to be no progression from them, then why do they exist? You could put that shit, you could put that attention and those creative teams somewhere else.
Well, no, it pisses me off because like you get people. Okay, first off, you take the risk of creating new characters, which is always dicey because who's to say what character is going to catch on? But then these characters find an audience. And people like them, like case in point, new X-Men. I will give them credit because man, I love Grant Morrison, and while I do actually think their new X-Men is a good jumping on point, let's keep it a buck. Those aren't the new X-Men; they're the old X-Men. There are new X-Men in the book, but they're not part of the main roster for the most part. That book still hyper focuses on Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, Emma Frost. I tell you what, Emma Frost is the only new X-Men character on or rather only new X-Man, and only because she's new to the team, not new as a character. And you got like Beast and all the other shit. But the thing is, and this is the problem with X-Men comics, they're always going to go back to those old favorites. They're always going to put their old favorites. The classic characters are going to put butts in the seats, or get feet walking into the shop, rather, in this particular case. When they came around with the second iteration of New X-Men, that was when I was like, okay. I was like, finally, y'all understand the assignment. Yeah, Cyclops and Emma and Beast and all the other characters, they're still around. But we're actually focusing on the younger new characters. I was like, okay, finally, someone is listening. We got Gentle, we got Prodigy, we got the Cuckoos, we got Laura Kinney, we got for better or worse, Dust. We got Surge and Hellion, all these characters. Okay, finally, this is the feeling I've been searching for. And then when the book comes to an end and these characters have run their course, what happens to them? Do they find themselves on the main roster of the X-Men? No, because they're too busy putting Cyclops and Wolverine and Jean Grey and Beast and Archangel and Gambit and Rogue and Nightcrawler and somebody else, goddammit. I don't know. I'm running out of names at this point. They always have to go back to the well of the classic roster. And that's why those new characters will never get a chance. And because, and Marvel has tried this, they've tried coming out with books that focus on newer characters that are not called X-Men or don't have an X in the name, and they never fucking catch on. I look no further than Mechanics. Or was it Mechanics? I don't remember. Anyway, that was a book that focused on a whole new group of characters, no-namers. Yeah. And I think the only character who was actually like of any note who was in the book was Kitty Pryde. She was the only, there were other characters, but she was the only character who was, because technically it wasn't even really a team book. It was really a Kitty Pryde book. It was actually like it was technically a slick Kitty Pryde book that just so happened to have a bunch of new X-Men characters in it. But the thing is, because it was called Mechanics and not like X Mechanics or or they didn't make it obvious that it was an X-Men title, book didn't do well. So a lot of the new characters that came up in that, like one of my, like always, people always talk about how, man, why don't they have that many black telepaths? Why are there so many white telepaths, but there's like maybe like one or two black telepaths? Well, one of the few black telepaths that's not a fucking villain came from that book. Shola and Kosei. And they didn't do shit with him after that book. They put him in Excalibur for a little bit, and then they depowered him after M-Day. And that motherfucker's never been seen or heard from since. So yeah, that's why they do that shit. Same thing goes for Avengers Academy. Where are all those characters now? The ones that did survive. Where are they now? And I'm gonna tell you right now, the only one I've actually seen running around doing much is Hazmat.
Yeah.
And she ain't even doing as much now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think, and honestly, DC, they have the same fucking problem because, as I said before,
absolutely.
they fucking hate legacy. They fucking hate legacy characters. So yeah, they're not going to give you what you want in that regard. But no, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. Anyway, next question.
Okay. Now this one is all you.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at our time right now.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
This okay. So I appreciate you having my name in this question, but this is not my wheelhouse. So we're gonna say afternoon, Ernie. Hope all is well in your respective universe. My question for you: what is the best Star Trek intro out of all the TV shows up to this current one, in your opinion? Ernie, give me your best Star Trek intro.
Man, intro. Damn. That's tough because I like them all for the most. Actually, that's a lie. Don't let me lie to y'all. Ooh, don't let me lie to y'all. I had to catch myself because as much as I know people love the original series, I actually don't like I don't like the intro for that. Where the motherfucker like woo. Get that shit out of my face. Stop that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't ever do. Stop it. But I really like Strange New Worlds mostly because it's kind of subtle. But I actually do like. And this is probably not going to surprise anybody. Deep Space Nine is another personal favorite. But I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm always going to fall back on Next Generation because that shit just went hard. That one went hard. It's like I'm always like yeah.
Oh my God. I don't mean to make nobody mad when I ask this question. Was Next Generation the one where the lady was the captain?
That's Voyager.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for everybody that just got pissed.
Like, wait a minute. No. Next Generation was with Jean-Luc Picard, Professor X.
Okay.
Mr. Sir Patrick Stewart. But next it was like like I was like, it just went hard. It went hard. I don't know why. It just did. I liked Voyager's intro okay. Because usually Star Trek themes are a little like subdued. They're usually a little more laid back. But Next Generation was one of the few that was like, nah, get hype. Get hype. We didn't. I love that shit. I eat that shit up.
If that was Voyager, if you told me the one I was thinking about, what I thought New Generation was the one with or Next Generation, my bad. Which one had the boy from Quantum Leap?
Enterprise.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why this question went to her. Enterprise.
So
I thought that was New Generation.
Well, no. So Enterprise is like a prequel to all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because basically, when you watch Enterprise, you're watching the Federation, like in its early fucking days. like Kirk ain't even been thought of yet. Not really.
I'm talking to a motherfucker that saw LeVar Burton on Star Trek, and I was waiting for his little visor to start shooting beams like Cyclops. Don't ask me no questions about Star Trek, bro.
That man say, look, you can take my word for it, goddammit. Optic blast.
I guarantee you, I thought he had optic blast, and that's why he was wearing this shit. I couldn't wait to see him do it. So yeah, I'm the wrong guy for Star Trek. I'm sorry.
He was just blind. That's all. So here's the thing. I tell you what, I'll answer these last couple because I can do these real quick. I'll do these real quick. That way we won't have anything lingering for next week.
Okay.
So I have a question. This is from actually here. Let me disable streamer mode so I can actually see who's doing this. This is from Christian Rapper. Says I have a question about amalgam in these DC Marvel crossovers. Why don't they just do the comics that fans actually want? Why not do Deadpool and Deathstroke comic or an amalgam of Batman and Spider-Man? People would love a Spider-Man Nightwing comic. They would just be printing money if they did something like that. I'm gonna tell you why they didn't do it.
You want that? That is gross.
So, okay. The reason why they pick the characters they pick is because it's all about what names can draw the most money. You got to think about this in terms of wrestling. So, like, when you want to book a match, you want to book a wrestling match, you say, okay, look, here's our main event for SummerSlam. We're gonna do Cody Rhodes. We're gonna do Cody Rhodes versus the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase Jr. Now I know what you're asking yourself. Who the fuck is Ted DiBiase Jr.?
I just know him from the Cody Rhodes story. He tried to fuck on me.
Yeah, he's like that. Where's that referee? He tried to fuck on me. No, Ted DiBiase Jr. is the son of wrestling legend Ted DiBiase, the original $1 Million Man. But also, he's a no-namer at the same time, and he has a fucking legacy name.
So he's a no-namer. Is nuts.
He's nuts. So basically, like, you want, like, okay, yes, do we know who Deathstroke is? Yes, we know who Deathstroke is. But casuals and normies, they don't know who Deathstroke is. So that's why you don't do that. You, like, okay, what you do is you put the Deadpool Deathstroke story in the back. You make it a backup story, and then you put Batman's name on the title because people are going to see Batman, and they're going to buy the book. I don't give a fuck how many times people say they're tired of Batman. They're going to keep fucking buying Batman because Batman is so fucking popular. And they're going to buy Deadpool.
Batman and Spider-Man, no. You the only motherfucker who wants that. I don't know, not Nan Christian that wants an amalgam of Batman and Spider-Man.
No. Oh, God, that would be nasty work. Well, I mean, and to take it a step further, the reason why you don't get Spider-Man Nightwing is because who the fuck knows Nightwing? They know Robin. They know Dick Grayson. But do you know, a lot of people don't know that Nightwing is Dick Grayson. We know. I know, you know, we all know, but normies don't know that. You have to get them in. This is what you got to do. Think about what they did with Deadpool Batman. What were the best stories in the book? The backup stories.
Okay.
That's how you get them in the door. You say, hey, come read this Deadpool and Batman. Oh, psych, there's more in the back. And then you're like, oh, shit, this was lit. That's how you get them. I'm sorry. It is the way it is.
Nobody's walking in that house with Deadpool and Deathstroke. Sorry.
No, nobody is. Sorry. It is not happening. It is not fucking happening. Look,
Deadpool with this dude from Teen Titans. Like, no, that ain't getting nobody.
Wait, is that Slade? That's what most people are going to say.
Wait a minute, what? Ryan Reynolds and Ron Perlman in the comic? Ain't nobody, but you finna get like 8 people. You finna get like 8 people.
Because it is what it is. Like, okay, it would be no better. It would be no better if they said, hey, we're gonna do a Wonder Woman. We're gonna do Wonder Woman, and then we're gonna say, let's put Wonder Woman up against one of Marvel's female superheroes, but we're not going to pick Captain Marvel. We're not going to pick even a Monica Rambeau or a Scarlet Witch. We're not going to pick somebody as a fucking movie star. We're going to pick somebody nobody knows about.
Okay.
Here we go. Wonder Woman versus Star. Who? Yeah, man, dude, I was in the shop the other day. I saw this Wonder Woman, like, it's supposed to be Marvel DC. I've never heard of this Star character. Who's Star? Who's that? Who's Star? Hey, you know what? Hey, I got this idea. Check this out. Y'all gonna like this. We're gonna do the next DC cross. It's gonna be Doctor Strange versus Adam Strange.
No, I got one for you.
Ain't that cool? That's gonna put butts in the seats.
I know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it full circle with a previous question. We're gonna do the next one. It's gonna be Metamorpho and Avengers Academy own Metal. Hazmat Man is back.
My god! And people are like, ooh, that's gonna be so good. Like, no, nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that. You put the people like. I hate the fucking UFC. I'm not trying to promote the UFC when I say this, but there's a reason why when you see like a UFC pay-per-view, they always make sure you see the main event. They always make sure you see the two motherfuckers fighting in the main event on the front. Because that's who's going to put butts in the seats. Yeah, people are probably going to come see these other like mid-card and early card matches. Sure. But they know that the draw is going to be people wanting to hang around to see who's going to fight at the end. Just is what it is. I don't make the rules. Morbius, a living vampire versus I, vampire. See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. And then we'll also do this one too. The Urban Dead Space Survivalist. Boo! Happy Halloween, Blurco. I have a question since it's spooky season. Give your top 5 horror games of all time. Have a good evening. Oh man, top 5. Okay, so you know what? I can make that one real easy. For me, horror wise, I am a sucker for spooky doopy games. But some of the games that I really enjoy are kind of older because older games were just better at scaring you. I think that the Resident Evil GameCube remake is goated. I will fight. It's fantastic. I think it's the best. I think it's one of the better Resident Evils that has ever come out. And the graphics, while yeah, they're dated, they still, to me, I think they still hold up against some of the shit they're doing now. At least in terms of like the cutscenes and like the FMVs and some of the in-engine shit is still kind of good too. But it definitely changed the game. I will also say that Silent Hill 2 is goated. Dead Space, goated. None of these are in order, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I'm sitting here trying to think of like 2 others that like come to mind. Oh, you know what? Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation. Okay. That's another one. And you know what? A game that I kind of want to give it to Alan Wake. Was it Alan Wake 2? But Alan Wake 2, I'm not gonna lie, kind of pissed me off.
Was it the jump scares?
No, it was all that like how they kept constantly saying that motherfucker's name over and over again. I was like, motherfucker, I know who I am. God damn it, I know I'm Alan Wake. Okay. Shut the fuck up. But no, actually, I take it back. Mm-hmm. As far as like, man, Carter, did you ever play? God, dude, what the fuck was? Oh my god, why am I blanking on it? There's a game. It's a really weird game. It's kind of niche. I don't expect a lot of people to be familiar with it. I think it's a Korean game called White Day. A labyrinth named school.
No.
Fucking creepy as fuck ass game. There you go.
Okay. You want 5. I'll give you 5. I'll say Alan Wake 2. I will say Silent Hill Origins. Ooh. I will say Condemned Criminal Origins 1, and then I'll say Condemned 2 Bloodshot.
I forget about those games sometimes.
Because one was exclusive to.
No shit. Take that last one off. Dying Light. There you go.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Silent Hill Origins, Alan Wake 2, Condemned 1 and 2, and Blair Witch.
I need to actually finish that game. I need to finish that game.
But the reason you forgot about Condemned is because the first game you can play on PC. The second game is exclusive
360.
to PS3.
Oh, PS3?
Yeah, I think the sequel. I think Bloodshot only came out on PS3.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think that's
I
on the
could have
console
sworn.
exclusive.
Wait a minute, dude. Did they?
The first one the first one you can get now, but yeah, 2, yeah. Because I played 2. I had 2. That was one that was still in my GameStop days. I checked that game out.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played that one. I don't remember what the fuck
Okay,
I
it
played
was on 360. It was on
Yeah.
360.
Okay, I'm about to say I thought it was on 360.
Yeah, but that
But
one
yeah,
was
I
it's
like that
strictly
game.
a console exclusive. The first one isn't. You can get that on PC right now, but the second one, yeah, you need a console.
Yeah, I just remember. Wait, which one? What was it? One or was it the first one or Bloodshot where the bear showed up in the house?
That was the second one.
Okay, yeah, okay, just making sure. Yeah,
That was the second one.
that shit fucked with me to this day. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
No fear games. The only fear game I ever played was the third one, and that wasn't scary. That was just something
I don't.
to do.
Nah, I don't
didn't play Fear 2.
You know what? Fear. I'm not gonna lie. For a game called Fear, I never felt a lick of fear whenever I played it. Them games were wild, not scary. I was like this game is wildly named to not be like.
Yeah, when I played the third one, I'm like, okay, there's nothing scary about this game, and if this is the third one, then I don't want to play the second one because these ain't scary at all. But Condemned, especially that goddamn bear you just brought, no sir.
I was like, oh
Or that
no,
area with them goddamn dolls, or that museum.
no, nah. And here's the thing: so when the bear shows up, you're not like in a wide open room.
No, you're in a little ass cabin.
You're in a little, and not only you're in a little ass cabin, you're in a fucking tight hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like you can't juke the bear. What you look like? You in this tight ass hallway where all you can do is like do
You need
this.
to play, hey, you can bears, nigga. You need to be in the Avengers Academy yesterday.
You're right. You're like, hey man, what's your superpower? Man, I fucking shake the shit out of a bear. Look, be serious talking about some. Oh, and then and the bear. Look, and the
That's
bear.
how we need to leave this one. What do you got going on after the cave? Because that's a closing like a motherfucker right there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. No.
Like that, you make yourself sound so dangerous.
Is that decleated a bear? Look, wait a minute. You know how like the bear, like when the bear like standing like, roar. What if you get the bear like, roar, roar.
Dog, if you cross over a bear, you are 10 Shamrock levels of the most dangerous man. Holy shit.
Wait, and why you get the you get the Mortal Kombat X-ray on the bear's ankles? It usually like
Included a bear one. What you got going on this week, dog? What can people expect from this here channel?
Well, not much, sadly, because tomorrow I have to go to a funeral. So,
No, sorry.
yeah, it sucks, but he's in a better place. My cousin PJ passed when we went on vacation, and he was dealing with cancer. But because of the financial burden it would be, and all the chemo and shit he'd have to go through, he opted not to go through any of it. And he passed away within inside of a handful of months. And I was sad because I never really got to spend any time with him on any meaningful level between then and there. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a sad day. But tomorrow I will be also, after the funeral, I'll be going to go see Good Boy. So yeah, that'll be fun. Lighten the mood a little bit. Watch a dog go through some of the most horrific and traumatic moments that a dog can go through. I will say, just real quick, I'm going to be very fast about this. I'll just say there are some videos that are on the horizon, some stuff that's going to be coming up. I will probably be chit-chatting I'll be chit-chatting with some people this coming week. I'll be chit-chatting with Owen Likes Comics about Age of Apocalypse, since it's that anniversary and everything going on with Age of Apocalypse or Age of Revelation right now. So it's gonna be kind of apropos. I'll be talking about that. I think that one. I don't think that's gonna be a live video. I think that's gonna be like one that, if I remember correctly, I think he told me that's one that's gonna be getting edited. So, gotcha. So there's that to look forward to. I'll be hanging out with Captain Diesel. I think also this upcoming week is actually it's coming Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember exactly. One of the two. And beyond that, man, I'm just gonna be playing video games. I'm gonna be kind of keeping to myself a little bit just because it's been kind of a wild week. And yeah, I got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I don't got nothing else. I got a super chat from the homie Poe Archery Media. I do got that. And showing some love out vending with the wife queen, showing love and respect, hitting us with that goodness, hitting us with that super chat. We appreciate you, Pimp. Be safe out there. Keep creating. Please and thank you. And yeah, I think I got nothing else on that. Let's because I actually I'm actually really hungry. I'm kind of tired. I feel like I tuckered myself out ranting and raving about fucking Screen Rant and fucking dumbass new rock stars, whatever the fuck or whatever. You know what? I need to reach out to Dave. I need to reach out to Dave from Comic Book Herald because I haven't actually heard from him in a while. I need to check on him because I know he's been like super busy. Because I mean, let's keep it a buck. Because I think not mistaken, I think he has 3 children now.
Oh wow.
And because and one of them, obviously, was pretty recent. And here, let me see. I know he's still like doing stuff, to my understanding. I know he's still doing stuff.
Well, you know he's doing stuff. You say he got a new baby now.
Well, that too. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. Yeah, he hasn't posted a video in a couple of months. Well, I know. Well, I mean, honestly, when you got like 3 kids, I mean, let's keep it a buck. That's hard work. That's hard work any day of the week. And to be entirely fair to Dave, he also has the website too that he maintains, and he does a lot more than I think people think. And he also might be working on some shit that he hasn't told anybody about. I don't know. But I don't fault him for that shit. I would love to take a break. I don't like I said, I haven't seen him post. I just looked on his channel. He hasn't posted anything, and he hasn't gone live in the past like 2 to 3 months. So I'm sure whatever it is he's doing, it's it's what he's got to do. But I do want to reach out to him because I mean I actually always enjoy talking to Dave. He's a pretty cool dude. As are most of the people I surround myself with. I don't surround myself with terrible people often. So I usually like to keep the good ones. But yeah. That said, here's one thing I will probably be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe keep an eye or an ear out. I might bring back Best Comics this week, but if I do, I'm going to do it very differently. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be like I'm going to try not to make it long. I always say I'm not going to make a video long, and then 40 minutes later, I'm still talking. And there's a 20-minute video that comes out of it. But I'm going to try and I'm going to probably do like a shorter version of it, probably with less like stuff in the middle. And maybe we'll see how that works. I was kind of messing around with some like format ideas, and it just I kind of realized like maybe if I just keep it just strictly as just keep it pared down to like the main thing and none of the aside shit. I was like maybe that might play better. We'll see. But I was gonna do it this week, but then Go See Yote came out, and I was like. Man, all I'm trying to hold is this PlayStation controller, pimp. Just keeping it a buck with you. But yes, I thought about doing it as a YouTube short. I consider that because you can make longer shorts now.
Yeah.
But 3 minutes is not enough time. Three minutes ain't enough. I used to do like little quick, like, so-and-so in 1 minute or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna lie, that actually kind of wound up being more work than doing an actual video sometimes. Because I was trying to figure out how to cut it to be under a minute. But now that you can do like shorts for 3 minutes, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, fine, I can do that. Hell, you might be able to do them for longer now. Shit. I don't really. How long can a YouTube short be? Yeah, 3 minutes. It's still 3 minutes. So, I might do that. That might be a thing. That might be a thing that we can take a peek at. But yeah, I was thinking about bringing it back because there are some books that are coming out that like I know that like. It's always difficult. It's a difficult choice because not everybody clicks on everything. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the videos that have been taking off lately, excuse me. Some of the videos that have been taking off lately for the channel make no fucking sense to me. Some of the X-Men, and maybe it's because X-Men ain't that great right now, but some of the X-Men videos don't necessarily do terribly well right now. But like, there was a Batman video I did that like I actually didn't expect hardly anybody to watch, and that one got almost 20,000 views. The Absolute Universe video that I did, which actually, full disclosure, I cut about 20 minutes off that video. It's a 28-minute video, but the way I shot it, it wound up, even after editing, was still like 45 minutes because I did a letter grade for what I thought about all the Absolute comics as they are right now. I actually might go ahead and release that version of it, but I might make it a Patreon channel member exclusive. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like some of the videos I expected to do like ridiculously well didn't do well at all, and some of the ones I wasn't. The Avengers number 30 video, I honestly did not expect that one to do well at all, and it's doing better. It's doing better than my Storm video, which is wild to me.
Because people, the one thing that a lot of people know about you is how much you don't like Jed McKay, so they want to see how you.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You know what? You actually did do it right. That said, I will I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take a note of something. There are some things that y'all had brought up in the comments, and I kind of wanted to go back to it at a point.
Yeah.
I might ask around because I actually want real meaningful conversation about this.
Okay.
I might make a little mini doc about the outsourcing of art for comics. Because I saw y'all, some of y'all were still talking about it after the fact. So like, yeah, we might go back to that. But yeah, like I said, man, the channel's kind of in a weird place. So like, if I could get every video to do as well as the DC Absolute video or the Icon video I didn't expect that one to do as well as it did either. And the Ironheart video that I put up that apparently people are still fucking watching that has almost 85,000 views now by this point. Like some of the videos that have been doing well, I'm kind of like, I'm shocked this shit actually did what it did. But I was kind of considering the prospect of doing less videos actually. So maybe doing more long form. I don't know, man. I'm schizophrenic as fuck when it comes to this channel because the moment I think I got a handle on it, the second I'm proven absolutely wrong. But we'll be back, obviously, this coming Saturday. I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about. I'll figure it out. Me and Carter will probably go back and forth on some things. But feel free to offer some suggestions of some things you want to hear us talk about in the Discord. The link is in the description. And if you're on Twitch, you can do !Discord. The link that comes up should work. Comment response. We did do that on Nerds of Culture one day, and it was hilarious. I don't know. Did you tune in for that one, Carter? Did you tune in for the one where we were doing the responses to that to the Ultimates?
Oh no, because
The one with Luke
you talking about just
Cage.
your content. You talking about just your
For my
content?
content, just for my
Yeah,
content, like
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I don't need to because I have recommended you all go in there before. That's a
that's
man,
a
that's a different
cesspool,
world, boy.
man.
That's a boy. That's a different world right there, John.
Man, look. So yeah,
That's a different world, boy. Dwayne
look,
Wayne and Whitley are nowhere to be found. That is a
man,
different world.
look that
Blerd Without Fear comments.
dude, that's a different world season 5. That's what that is. That when ain't nobody that was on the show before on that motherfucker no more. Yeah, wear your rain boots when you go in, yeah, because man, I ain't gonna, man, look,
Man.
I have seen some of the sickest of sick Negroes in in the comments sometimes. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. You know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Because I like to know. I do like to see what some of y'all have to say. Sometimes y'all say some wild shit, and then sometimes y'all say some shit that makes me question why I'm even here. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll go from there, but just keep it locked, man. Follow me on socials. Like I said, I don't know if you could do hype on live streams, but if you are watching this on mobile, if you see the hype button, please use your hype. Hit the like button, and if for whatever reason, if you've been here for the 3 hours and 19 minutes that we've been talking, and you're not subscribed to the channel, but for whatever reason you're still fucking here, clearly you like the content. Clearly you like the video, so click all those buttons, click subscribe, hit the notification bell too. That way you don't miss live streams. And yeah, that's all I got. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go play Ghost of Yote. That should be calling me. Like you Carter, you ever watch New Jack City?
Yes, I do. I know where you were going with that statement. I knew.
You know, like that motherfucker be like it be
Motherfucker been out
me.
what 2 days, but it's calling him. That high already called.
Look, got
wow.
like it got me like this, man. It got me like this. Anyway, y'all, that's the show. And you know what? Thank you all for Carter Presents I'm the Blerd Without Fear. And always remember, Yote 6.
We coming for you, nigga.